Great, mate.
Yeah, sorry, it's been a while, but we have been extremely busy. But luckily, we've managed to get back on and do one while it's still Men's Mental Health Month. Not that anyone actually really cares.
Yeah.
But that's why we're going to talk about it. But we'll jump straight in. A few of the topics today is Men's Mental Health Month. We're going to talk on misandry, MAP, which you were going to hear that. I think we'll see on about MAP. Not a map that you're going to read while you're traveling. Sort of map that's going to kind of get you really angry, and you'll see why later. And to actually talk about the latest news on the videos that have surfaced from COVID, well, during the COVID lockdowns. So that's going to be quite interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, first of all, Men's Mental Health Month. What a great month. It's our kind of favourite month. But why is no one talking about it?
This is the thing, mate, isn't it? It's not a sexy subject, is it? You know?
Nope.
Literally, I had my mate's missus this morning, actually. Bless them. Well, his dad passed away recently. And again, she sort of came in, obviously saw our setup, and she was just like, oh, what's this? I said, I've got a podcast talking about like men's mental health and getting men talking about like feelings. And she was like, fucking hell, mate, you need to sit down and, you know, don't say I said anything, but, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's just, again, I think it's just that stigma. It's still there, mate, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Folks don't want to talk about it. And yeah, it's a sad one, mate.
And then some don't feel comfortable about talking about it as well. But
exactly, mate. Yeah,
but
that's it.
It's crazy the amount of like, because obviously me and Carl are on TikTok quite a lot, watching stuff. It's kind of the new norm now.
Yeah.
But the amount of videos of men posting saying it's quite cool that it's Men's Mental Health Month and not a single person's talking about it, and I'm like, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Well, again, like we've sort of previously touched on it, mate. But you know, like with if there was like we have like Pride Month and the Pride March and stuff like that. Maybe if there was more of an event, you know, where you could have a bit of like a, do you know what I mean? Like
something else was actually going on. You could take a bit of.
I
was about to say a bit of pride in it, but I'm not talking about pride. I mean actual pride.
Yeah. If you could put on like an event, you know, that's it. Like an event to raise more awareness, you know, and like a public event where people could come and.
Yeah, I mean, it was only. I know we both know it's a touchy subject, and we have different views and stuff. But like, it's even I went to Halfords the other day. I was going to do a video on it, but I thought, you know what, I don't want to upset too many people than I already do on a daily basis. And I went to Halfords to call out Halfords. Other parts shops are available, and it said on it, "Please come on in. If you didn't know, we are big supporters of Pride. Welcome into our shop." And I thought, what has sex got to do with car parts?
Yeah.
I mean, I love my cars, but maybe not to that extent. I mean,
I mean, like, that's the thing, isn't it? It's all for like, you know, like I said, I've got transgender needs.
Yeah.
You know, like each to their own, but like it's just that's a random thing.
Yeah, it's just like to see it in places is fine, you know, and on social media and stuff. But when it's all over shops and you just walk in and go, you know, you just want to shop. That's it. You just want to get your food, you know, your car parts, your cleaning products, like whatever, your t-shirts, and it's all this, that, Pride, this, that, and you sat there like, and you know, a lot of them say, why does it trigger? So it's not that it triggers. It's just, why is someone holding up shit in front of my face when I'm just trying to walk down the street? I just want to go from A to B. I don't want to go to A, go to what used to be the B, but now it's the C. You know, now it's never had a D, but now it's a H. Like, I just don't fucking understand. Like, I just don't get it.
I feel, I know what you mean, mate. Yeah, I mean, it's hard because I think, like, and I've touched on this before, and like again, no fucking hate. This is not, but like, you know, we have gay pride. Like I said, I've got gay friends, I've got transgender needs, so, you know, everything. You know, and it doesn't affect me in any way. I mean, I love just be you want to be, but
be happy.
You know, but I mean, we have black pride. But if you had white pride, imagine, you know what I mean?
White straight pride, you're not how racist of you.
Exactly, you know?
You are not allowed to be a white straight man in 2023.
But it's just, but could you imagine? And I totally get that, you know. And I think, you know, there is, you know, unfortunately, 2023, there's fucking homophobia, and there's fucking, you know, racism that goes both ways, and it still exists.
Yeah, there's general transphobia when
it's exactly
actual hate around. We know,
it's fucking disgusting. You know, you should be who you want to be, like we said before. You know, you should be, you know, when like a woman get attacked in a park or something like that at 2 a.m. on the way, like you should be able, like we said before, you should be able to walk wherever the fuck you want. Wear what you want.
The money in hand, everything. You should be able to walk without getting.
but unfortunately you can't because they're fucking lunatics out there, mate. That that will, So it's just, but so at the same time, freedom of speech and it's great and but it's just
But that's why, like, I'll sit in the evening and listen and say, because I openly keep talking about the shit. She gets bored of it. She looks at me like, yeah, great. Talk to Cole about it because I was preaching it to her and she's fucking. She's like, I don't care. But it is. It's like I said, like, do the podcast and stuff on men's mental health and stuff like that because it's important to us. But a lot of the things I say, and even I say, might come across as me, shitting on women sometimes. But some of the things I say is because I generally care about women's health, because some of the things they do get men so angry, the actual toxic men and bad men out there, which gets women hurt. And I say some of the things because I'm hoping that one girl might listen and go, "All right, I won't do that," and might not, and it might avoid that strange weirdo man, hiding in the park late at night from attacking her. And but women don't see it as that; they just see it as a personal attack all the time. And it's even talking about Men's Mental Health Month seems to be an attack on women, and I don't get why.
No, well, that's it, mate. I mean, when you look at Calm and places like, like men are 3 times more likely to commit suicide than women, and obviously, like I said, my big thing is, a former partner of mine with my kids and stuff like that, and I think any partners, whether it's a female to a male or male to a woman, like, if you split up with a former partner, and they just want to be in your kids' lives, genuinely want to be in your children's lives, and you keep that partner from them, then then that should be a crime, mate. It's, because it's only the kids that suffer. We both know. I mean, grew up with shitty parents and that. Do you know what I mean? And it's we've turned out all right, but it's just some kids don't, and it's just like so. But from a mental health standpoint, that's kind of my big thing. Is like my former partner's manipulated my children not wanting to see me. So like you said, it's just. But the statistics are there, you know what I mean? So
exactly
we both know, like as we've said before, women do suffer with mental health too. But I just feel like but again, women are more likely and are more open to talk about it, whereas men aren't. They bottle it up. I've seen it time and time again from people we know, like friends, fucking tattoo clients. It's like men are so programmed to bottle it up, stiff up a lip. No, mate, it's okay to not be okay. Fucking hell,
Talk about it.
Yeah, talk about it, man.
It's one of those though, because I mean, like I talk about it and it helps and it's fine.
Yeah,
but then
mate,
I do know men that said who commented on videos and stuff that said they've talked to their missus about it, and then their missus, if be it weeks, months, or a couple of years later, has then admitted that she didn't see him as masculine as she did because he spoke. And I'm like, it's such a shame that some women feel like that when men do talk about it, because obviously there's some great women out there that do listen. We're not excluding, we know you exist. Obviously, I have one, Cole has one, and so on. And I know a few mates that do have them, but then I also know a hell of a lot of people where they've broke up because they finally, Miss keeps saying, "Why can't you just tell me?" And he goes, "Okay." And he's broke down, explained it, and then she's ended up cheating because she's gone, "Oh my god, he's not the tough guy I thought he was anymore."
Sure,
and it is, it's such a shame, really, that's what's that happens.
Well, it does, I mean, it is a shame, isn't it? Like you said, when it happens, but also that men think it's going to happen, so they don't talk about it, But,
so it's both ways, isn't it? It's just what.
I mean, I had it, with my former partner. I said about it. It wasn't so much that, it was just that, like Afghan and Iraq and stuff like that. She was like, I don't care, don't know about it, And it wasn't that she didn't. It wouldn't have upset her. She just didn't care, mate. So she was just like, I don't, So
I'm not bothered what you got to say,
mate. And that's what I mean. One of the last things we said when we left there, fucking stop talking about Afghan and Iraq. Nobody gives a shit. Do you know what I mean? And I was like,
and do you know what? It's quite funny how that it's like videos. You see videos of people using their military ID. Don't have anymore, but to get discounts, and people turn around and go, "No one gives a fuck about this and that and that." But then a lot of people don't realise if you don't have an army, you are fucking screwed. You don't realise the people that do sacrifice to do these things. If that weren't there, even during fucking Falklands, Africa, everything, where would we be now? We'd be fucking overrun. We'd be fucked.
Fucking goose stepping down the road, mate.
I mean, we'd be speaking German right now.
Literally.
You know what I mean? The society wouldn't even exist. So.
And that's what fucks me off again. Another one on that is, the generation, especially the younger generation now, that just, you know, I think as a nation, like I watched that thing on Channel 4 about forgotten sort of pensioners and stuff like that, and how much they were struggling when we had that cold snap, like last year, and they were fucking like 45 pensioners a day were fucking losing their lives, mate, because they couldn't afford to heat there.
See, you know what I mean? Even when we had a boiler years ago, our boiler broke in the house, and back how old was I then? 24. This was 24. The man trained in the military, deal with the cold and stuff like that. I was sat there fucking like, oh my god, like I was like, this is fucking like blankets down, those new hoodie things, I had that wrapped up. I had a fluffy socks on with no shame, like, and I sat there and thought, God, like 50, 60 plus, how the fuck are they feeling? Like,
honestly,
it was bad.
Fucking heartbreaking, mate. There was a lot of it was like Sunderland and Newcastle and stuff as well up north. And this old boy, his mum and dad obviously passed away. He's an older fella. His sister just passed away, I think 6 years previous. And it was just, mate, he opened his fucking fridge, bud, and there was nothing. Like, he couldn't even afford to have one, so he turned his fridge off and used to keep his little 4-pointer of milk literally by the back door because his house was that cold. Do you know what I mean? And it was just like, it was fucking heartbreaking. But they were saying like it's 2.4 billion in like funding for like that money's available for pensioners that they could be claiming, but the fucking government don't tell them they can claim it. No. So God bless them. There's this charity, right? They go round. And they just literally knock any elderly person's door, like, and they help them out. How are you doing? And went in there, mate. His cupboards were fucking bare. You didn't have a scrap of food in the house because you couldn't afford it. And they were just saying like, and so what they do is they go around and they get them to like fill in the forms and do all the forms with them. And then he was getting like an extra £130 a fucking week, mate. Do you know what I mean? that he didn't, but you could have been claiming that for 15 years. He was eligible, and no one fucking told the poor cunt.
Isn't it funny though when they ask MPs and they're like, "Yeah, but they say, why is that chair green?" And they go, "Well, but basically, it's not the point that if it's green, it's at the end of the day, it is a chair. It's plastic. It's comfortable to sit on. Like, yeah, but why is it green? It's like, what colours make green? Let's talk about that for it. Fucking answer the question, mate. Yeah, like a bit of a strange way to describe it, but it's one of them. You ask them to describe anything, and they will go all round it before actually.
That's a fucking politician's best trick, though, mate, isn't it? But yeah, and that's what there was no answers, mate. And like I said, for what these pensioners weren't being told, but just the conditions they live in. But again, my whole point on that was going back. They're older, but most of these were the generation that will fucking soon be forgotten because most of them are dead now. But they fought for fucking our freedom, mate. Do you know what I mean? And it's like it's they fought for fucking our freedom that we fucking have now. Do you know what I mean?
That's not. I don't want to get into it, but I will get into it. But that was one of the Pride marches in America video I watched. I think I reposted it on TikTok.
Right.
I literally watched it a few weeks ago, and it's a American World War II veteran from D-Day.
Yeah.
And he's talking on there, and he's going, what are you lot doing here? Because there's trans community lot and pride lot lined up.
Yeah.
And they said, we fought for our flag, and and he goes, no, you fucking didn't. He goes, I fought for fucking our flag. I fought for you lot to even be able to do this here. And they turn around and goes, yeah, well, we're veterans too. And they were trying to compare their fight to their fight, and I went, wow. I goes, now, and the thing is, can people not see why there's some hate then? Because you're doing stuff like that is going to cause hate from everyone.
I mean,
it's you kind of think, fucking hell, like for someone who's peaceful, you've really you're stirring the wrong pots, and
I mean that's the thing, mate. And that's to be fair, I have seen him on TikTok. Like I fought for my flag, and I fought for this and that, and it's like. But at the same time, like again, but this is by no means a fucking derogatory thing, but like you are accepted. Do you know what I mean? Like gays are accepted.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like anything. Do you know what I mean? If I start going, well, like any subject, it doesn't matter if you fuck. It's not sexuality, anything. Like if you walk down the fucking street and you're going, oh, I love fucking toffee crumble. Do you know what I mean? Some cunt's going to try and go, oh, I fucking hate that. Do you know what I mean? No matter what you do,
that's a good point. Yeah,
in 2023. Someone's going to oppose it because you've got fucking trolls out there, mate. And it's like, but at the same time, everybody just wants an opinion. Everybody wants to be fucking different. And I think it's like, you can't, like I said, you can't describe fucking being accepted as being gay or transgender or whatever you want to fucking fighting in a war, mate. I mean, like, I've been to fucking war. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing in this planet that comes close to it. Like, I love my kids more than anything in the world, but nothing comes close to obviously the birth of your child or going to war. I mean, they're polar opposites for obviously for massively different reasons. But you can't, you know what I mean? So it's like you can't fucking say that. Do you know what I mean? But it's like at the same time, like they think that's acceptable. Do you know what I mean? And it's not. Do you know what I mean? And that's not a fucking derogatory term towards gays or trans. It's not, mate. Like, you are accepted, but the more you keep fucking throwing it in someone's face, like, you're gonna get opposite.
Yeah, you're gonna get.
You, aren't they?
You're gonna get. And the thing is, this is why people keep saying, like you just said, you are accepted.
Yeah.
You know, because we got to fight to be accepted. And it's like, oh, I've never gone out of my way to hurt anyone like that. But the problem is now is crime against them is starting to happen because it's getting thrown, and especially with what's going on with the kids and stuff like that at the moment, with the shows in front of kids and stuff like that.
That's got
you're gonna get like, well, some of you are gonna start getting killed basically. I'll try and put it in a nice way, but basically, like, murders are gonna start happening, and then they're gonna say, well, why did this happen? And people fucking probably like me are going to get all these videos up of all the stuff that's been happening with the kids and all things like that, and go, this is why. Like, you were accepted, no one even cared. Everyone's like, oh, all right, yeah, nice one. Maybe they avoided you, which isn't so nice, but you could get on with your life, meet up with whoever you had to. You'd have your own separate friend group like everyone else does. But it's even like me. Like, I have some friends that I'm really into cars. It's the main part of my life, but I have some friends that don't like cars as much as me, and I have a big group friend that I'm close with that do like cars. It's kind of a similar pattern, but then I think it's a shame that, like, say, in 2023 now, I think pride is being preached as more important than Men's Mental Health Month. And it's
did you see that guy? It's a black guy in America, and he was preaching that I think it was like a church or so it was something anyway, and they were saying like Black Lives Matter. Yeah, and he's like, "Do you see?" Like, he was like, "They didn't give George Floyd's parents any fucking money."
I see that about the charities.
About charities. They made fucking.
It was like all a lie.
Yeah, the owners got fucking multi-million-pound mansions all over the place. Yeah, they've donated fuck all to the black community. They haven't improved the black community in America's fucking quality of life in any way. You know, he goes, that was just the biggest fucking money spender I've ever, of all. You know, and everyone went fucking wild for it, and it's like. But yet they haven't improved the black community's lives. They give fuck all, hardly any money to George Floyd's family. Hardly any money to the guy who got gunned down about a week later. But that was another thing. It's like I think people pick and choose their battles. So, like, sorry, mate, just
go on.
That. It's like, obviously when George Floyd died, it was fucking disgusting.
Oh yeah, how it happened.
How it happened. No one deserves to die like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was begging for us, But then we had fucking riots over here about it. They had riots in America.
Different countries.
Yeah. And I thought, look, did one person over here said, "Do you know George Floyd's family? Then did you send him any condolences?" No, because it was just coming out of COVID. And everyone wanted to fucking riot and all. It's like, do you remember when we had that? We had the riots in London because of it. But then, literally a week later, there was a black American who was literally shot in the back, gunned down. No one said a fucking word about it. There was no riots. There was nothing.
No. And want to add that George Floyd was a criminal, and it's quite funny that everyone stood up. How it happened was bad, but then held a gun against a pregnant woman, theft. If all of that, if he didn't do that, he wouldn't be dead right now. Like, simple. But there's a young black American guy I follow on TikTok, and he goes against all of that. Like we were saying, he goes, Black Pride's a joke, stuff like that. And do you know how much hate he gets from black community? It's crazy. Like, they are creating their own problems.
This is what I mean, mate. Like, it's not so much as it's sort of like, oh, Black Pride's a joke. It's just like, but it's just it's the same with anything. Like, when someone wants to be offended by something, or like, it was like a fucking paedophile, mate. A paedophile is the most fucking disgusting. Look at Philip Schofield, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, he actually went on and did an interview. And try getting people to feel fucking sorry for him. Do you know what I mean? And it's like,
Philip.
It's just, do you know what I mean, mate? It's like, it annoys me because it's so fucking like one rule for one and one the other, and this, that, and the other. And it's just like, when people all of a sudden want to get offended about something, they get, going fucking uproar, and there's all this and that and the other, and it's just like.
And then that's the thing as well, when, women, like, I do a lot of videos on how much women shit on men. Do you know how many women were going, I do feel sorry for him and stuff like that? And I thought, what about his wife? That he was married to and then just dumped off with his kids, and now his wife's got to sit, because his wife would be getting shit for this. It's like, no woman seems to care for his wife. They're all like, and a lot of men as well. Obviously, are going, I feel sorry he's in that position. It's like, and he goes, I'm not directly saying this, but he said, if it wasn't for this, I probably wouldn't be here right now. I was like, well, do you know what? Good, because more people like you shouldn't be here right now, because it's fucking disgusting.
That's what I mean. It's your fucking. There's not, well, I mean, that is probably literally the one time that, like, you do that to a fucking child, mate, and then I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was 15 when he met him. He goes, these want 15 they got with him. So it doesn't matter. You still knew him from that age, which means you must have had some sort of sexual attraction.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
And like, his brother was, what he did to them kids even younger. Philip must have fucking known about it, because you don't have a brother who's a nonce, and then you're a nonce, and just go, I didn't know what he was doing. That all fucking shit you didn't fucking know, mate. Like, I'm sorry. There's not many times in life I think, go fucking, but that if you're a fucking nonce, mate, you don't have the kids, then I'm sorry, mate. There's no other fucking, there's no other way forward.
Do you know what? That actually goes on to one of our other little points.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to call them paedophiles and nonces anymore now, Carl.
Wow.
According to, you can all TikTok, YouTube, whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is what I found out literally in the last couple of days, and from what the sources tell me, it's from the LGBTQ HDTV community, that you shouldn't call paedophiles anymore because it's discriminatory to them. We should now know them as MAP, minor attracted person, instead of calling paedophiles.
Wow.
Because they're now trying to say, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, this is what I've seen, but the LGBTQ plus community are saying that they have like gender dysphoria, for instance, they have a mental issue. It's not their fault they're attracted to kids, so they shouldn't be shamed for it. And I fucking blew my top off when I saw that. I thought, are you actually kidding me? You now want to be known as MAP, minor attracted person, instead of paedophile. The only word you should be known as is dead.
Yeah.
In my eyes.
Sex offender, mate.
Yeah.
Are you going to be put on the MAP list now? I'm sorry.
I saw that and I was like, I added it in for today. I was like, God, that's fucking, yeah.
I mean, the thing, this is the thing, right? And again, I don't know. There's
maps fuck my life. yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many, like you said, Jeremy. Me and you sometimes have different views on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, right? I'm fucking with you there. Like, if you're a fucking nonce or a paedophile, mate, then that's what you should be fucking labelled as. Not a fucking map or minor or anything that's going to fucking, improve what people think their mind. No,
perceive you.
Yeah. You're not minor attracted. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, fucking hell, mate. No. I'm
sorry. Yeah, because they were
mad,
saying
mate.
In one of the videos, is in another podcast. I can't remember whose podcast it was because I just saw clips and then I was clicking on all these clips going, this is not fucking true. Like, this is, I thought it was a genuine joke, but they saying, but it's going to destroy his life. And I think, what about the kids? The kids ain't going to have a life after. They're going to be completely fucking wrecked from it. And that's why I love that guy like Stinson Hunter, the paedophile hunter. People constantly try to shame him. And I think if you are ever going to go against a paedophile hunter, no matter how he gets his victims, you have some sort of same thought in your mind.
You've got the same problem with you, mate.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, I've got friends that are police officers, and the only time sometimes, that they said, sometimes when these vigilante groups do that, they are doing amazing things because they catch them. He said the only time it makes their job a little bit harder is because then all the rest of them fucking just go off radar. They go out there underground, and it's harder to track them sometimes. But again, then even if you catch one in a year, mate, that's one predator off the fucking streets who's not going to ruin some kid's life, mate. So if the rest
go quiet, then it kind of means it stops them being active for a while. And when they come back, you'll catch another one.
Exactly, mate.
And so on, because they're with Stinson Hunter, one of the guys killed themselves. And on one of the shows he was on, they tried to turn around and say, well, don't you think it's a bit of a shame about his family? And he openly said, I don't give a fuck about his family. He goes, he destroyed kids' life. The fact that I called him out on it and publicly humiliated him, he went and killed himself. He goes, good.
Yeah.
He goes, tough. He goes, so what? He goes, he shouldn't deserve to breathe another breath.
That's what I'm saying. Like, exactly that. Yeah, like if he was, like you said, if he was a fly tipper and you called him out for being fly tipping, he got caught out and got a £2 fine and a slap on the wrist, then it's fine. But no, if you call someone for being a fucking paedophile, and they are, you're not going to kill yourself over a bit of fly tipping, are you?
Yeah.
If you know you're fucking nonce and your life's about to fucking, you just, it's just, I've seen, it's just, no, I'm sorry, mate. There's nobody like. They get protected in fucking prison. They get their own separate wings. It's not a fucking
and now even the name, they want to protect them the name as well instead of cool.
And it's not a fucking mental illness. People are into all sorts of shit sexually. People like to dress up as fucking horses and put a mask on and fucking go. That's fine. Crack on, mate. And fucking But that's not a fucking sexual, mental health, is it? It's like that's a
that's a fetish thing. That's just what
some fetish. Yeah, so you fucking know because as soon as you catch a fucking paedophile, mate, and I've seen it, you've seen it. They fucking crumble because they know they've done wrong. They know they're doing wrong.
They go, I'm going to lose my job, or is my family going to find out? And it's like
tough fucking shit, mate. Yeah, good. Your life's about to end, mate.
But the main thing I'm worried about, as we know, is this will probably come true though. Within the society we live in and how everything's going, this will probably become the new norm. Yeah. And no matter how many no matter how many times guys like us fight it, which I think even if we can't fight as much, we'll keep doing it anyway. But with how with the snowflake society and stuff's going around, I reckon it will become a new norm, and that's I hope then there should be riots.
Mate, there's again, like we said before, I'd fucking love to see a world, mate, in this year or next year, where there's no fucking racism, there's no homophobic, there's no trans fucking phobic, and then everyone get on. But unfortunately, that's not the fucking way the world works. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what you do, you're going to get some fucking piece of shit out there that's, that will always be racist, homophobic fucking people and, transphobic, there's always going to be minor fractions of people. But at the same time, it's like, I think when people just fight so fucking hard and, it's like...
Sometimes they overfight than what they need to.
That's it, yeah. And not everything needs to be accepted. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about sexuality, I'm not talking about colour. I mean, fucking paedophiles, mate, and stuff like that. I'm sorry. There's no grey area. You fucking you just don't accept it, mate. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, the only comfortability you should have is a space and how. That's it.
Yeah, or be locked up 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I'm sorry. Then that's fine. Crack on, do it.
And going on to racism, like you said as well, it's quite funny because it's Morgan Freeman that said on the show, he goes, do you know how we fight racism? And the other black man goes, how? And he goes, stop fucking talking about it. Yeah. He goes, stop talking about it. He goes, we're always talking about it.
Yeah.
Like saying, well, my ancestors were enslaved. Do you know who was in slavery first? Black people enslaved their own kind before white people did. And white people enslaved white people before they... Like, you can go check this out. Black people were enslaving their own before the whites were doing it.
Look at the fucking... If we believe that the Egyptians were fucking building pyramids, that wasn't black people. That was enslaving their own people. Do you know what I mean?
They even enslaved their own people.
So that slavery has been around since the fucking dawn of time, mate. And there's no like colour. It's just, it's just like, slavery. And it's like... And
in society, people have always benefited from money. Everything's always been about money. And it was just whites that went, we can make a shitload of money of this. And that's kind of how it then come about with the trading and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was also going to add as well, I forgot, even Lil Wayne said in the video as well, where he talked about a story when he was younger, he got shot. He said, and when the police came, he goes, there's like 3 black officers and a white officer. All 3 black officers just stood over him and walked into the house. And it was the white guy that stopped and went, what the fuck's wrong with you? This kid's bleeding to death. We need to get him to an ambulance. Yeah, it was a white man that saved his life. And he said, I don't know racism. He goes, only racism from my own kind. And I went, fucking hell.
Well, there you go.
Like it's and it's crazy. And the amount of, like I said, this isn't coming from us. This is from actually black TikTokers. I would say a name, I can't remember their name, but it was these guys, young black American guys and English guys that are saying all this stuff. They're going, it's our own kind that's shitting on each other. And he goes, do you know how many black guys I've got on my DMs giving me shit because I'm calling out other black people? And I thought that's such a shame that even
it's a shame, mate. Yeah, I mean it's just.
But hey, come over here. Welcome.
But it's a thing, mate, isn't it? And that's the thing. Like in America, like the racism is so fucking inherent, mate. I mean,
it's bad.
Rife, do you know what I mean? And obviously, it's such a vast country as well. You've got like the Midwest, and there's such big pockets of like uninhabited land and stuff like. It's a fucking huge country and stuff. So I've been to the States a few times, but and it's hard because obviously we sort of say it from our point of view and stuff like that. But in America, it's a lot bigger fucking deal, mate.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, like, and obviously they've got the guns, they've got everything in it. So it's just,
God, ain't they?
It's hard, mate. You know what I mean? So obviously the Americans, bless them, it's so much more inherent over there, and it's so that divide is so much more.
It's more of a bigger issue. I think that's why people like on my videos, for instance, get confused, and I get confused because obviously TikTok is mixed between American English and stuff like that, and they do these things, and I'm like, oh, it's not that big of a problem. They go, they argue without getting the full content. So I'm like, well, in England, it's not that big of a problem here. Because racism isn't like even growing up, I had black friends and everything.
Yeah,
it just wasn't there. It really wasn't there. We didn't.
No.
We just grew up. Racism's like inherited.
Yeah.
You grow up hearing all this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's even for me, like I had different change of views, not from white people, from black people who were saying it. And I was like, right, so is that right then? Like, did that happen? You get so confused.
Yeah. Well, it's mate, you hit the nail right there when you said, like, you know, when Morgan Freeman said, like, you get rid of racism by talking about it, because it was like, I don't know if I said to you when I saw that video before on TikTok, and it was like, you know, there's a black kid next to a white kid, and there's a white kid next to like a Down syndrome kid and stuff like that. And they're like, what's different about you two? And these kids are like, oh well, I like peanut butter.
I see that.
Not once was colour or race or anything like. Oh, well, you know, what's the difference between you two? Like, little Down syndrome guy and the little black. Oh, I live up the hill. She lives down. You know, not once was colour mentioned or about anything, mate. You know what I mean? And that was just
but it's inherited as they grow up. They see a lot of black people online saying, "We were done like this. We were shamed on. We were control of this," and then people start going, "Oh, okay." Like, if you stop talking about it, they would grow up like that, isn't it? And that's like even Morgan Freeman said, "I'm going to stop pretending you're a black man. You know, I'm stop pretending I'm white man and stuff like that." And goes, you're a man and I'm a man. He goes, how about we just do that? And I thought, what wise words they are. And it is. But like, he got shit from it, from the black community.
Yeah, but he did. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, mate. And that is unfortunately like this is by fucking no means, but I have seen a lot of it, especially in America. Like,
mainly.
I'm talking about America now, where, you know, black people are inherently like, no, I'm not mixing my white. You know what I mean?
Because keep their bloodline pure, don't they? Is what they said.
See that girl at the Beyonce concert? It's like there's white people in front of her. She's like, I can't believe these fucking white people in front of me at a Beyonce concert and that. And she put it online. She got fucking so much shit for it. But she was like, she was angry because there was white people in front of her at a Beyonce concert, and she was like literally one row from the front, mate. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. One video is a younger black woman sits there and said, "Would you have kids with a white man?" She went, "No." And he goes, "How come?" And she goes, "I want to keep my bloodline pure." Fucking flip that around and listen to a white man say, "I wouldn't get with a black girl because I want to keep my bloodline pure." Fucking guy would get lynched for saying shit like that. Like, and but apparently, according, like said, in America mainly, you can't be racist towards a white man. Apparently, that doesn't exist. Well, us crackers.
But that's the thing, though, mate. And again, but you know, does that then come down to like what we were saying before, like being a product of your own environment? You know what I mean? Because obviously, you know, because the Americans are, you know, or the black community in America are so fucking repressed and that and stuff like that by, you know, and vice versa. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that, you know, so that they then live in, you know, like big black communities and stuff like that where they feel safer. Do you know what I mean? And then they're like,
then they start defending it and stuff. And it causes more.
And that causes that divide because they're raised in black communities, you know, and then you got out on the fringes when you go into sort of like more, you know, suburban or whatever, rural. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
You need to mix. I think mixing it's better. But like I've seen, like Tate and many other people talk about, they goes, in the rich world, racism doesn't exist among the rich. Because a black guy will turn up in his Ferrari and a white guy, and they don't give a fuck what race. They care about money. And they said it's the rich people that want us poorer people to have racism because it divides you, and then the government benefits from it, which is a theory I've heard, which actually does make sense. It's like, you know, because you keep them all divided and poor, they stay in their own communities, work and do all this. It benefits the government. Yet if everyone dismissed it all, stopped fighting amongst each other, it would then start causing problems. Everyone would wake up towards the government, and then.
But, I mean, again, though, like all this boils down to, like we said, just mentioned before, like that in an ideal world would be fucking fantastic. And we'd all love to see racism abolished and fucking, you know, sexism and fucking homophobia, you know, and transphobia. Like, but it just, it's not going to happen, mate. You know, like, unfortunately, because you know, it just everybody just wants an opinion now, and everyone's got a voice. Or like you said, you could have. You know, like even like the Irish, I am half Irish, but you know, I mean, I'm going back fucking long time, but you know, like small fractions, like you know, like with the IRA stuff like that. You know, it doesn't mean that you know, like you can't tie everyone with the same brush. And
well, no, it's like if your granddad crashed a car, can you get blamed? Is it your fault that car's damaged now? Because that's how it's kind of. And they go, yeah, what was your, you know, when we were saying earlier, your ancestors do this. it's like that. It's like your great granddad crashing a car, and now they're moaning at you for the damage of that car. And I said, well, fucking, I didn't damage it.
Well, that's
fuck?
it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
it's got nothing to do with me.
It's like my dad was an alcoholic. Do you know what I mean? And that's what killed him. And I know, you can sort of And so it's like, but I don't drink now. You know what I mean? And my dad was never there. But I love my kids more than anything. I want to be in their life. It's like, I grew up with a shitty mum. But it's just like I don't want. I'm not a shitty parent. So it's like when people then, use that as an excuse. Oh, well, I was raised like this, so I'm going to be like that. Or like we just said then, if you're raised in a white-only community or a black-only community, and that divide, then you're raised to look at a certain race or a sexuality or anything in a certain way.
It keeps you busy than actually seeing what's going on.
Yeah, open your fucking eyes and look at the world with your own opinion. Do you know what I mean? Whereas everyone's just so like sheep. They jump on this bandwagon, jump on that, and it's like I said to you before. Like I know, but for me, like if like I've been in Iraq, I've been in Afghanistan, but I would never look at a Muslim person walk down and go, oh, no, it doesn't. That was my job then. This is now. Do you know what I mean? That was, and I think people need to get their own fucking opinion. Do you know what I mean? All this woke shit now, and everyone's got this fucking this, and everyone's that. And, I want to be offended because and it's that and the other, and it's just like all my roots and my heritage and this that and the other, and you're just like. What people are like just like little sheep. They just fucking follow these little trends, or they follow what's cool, or on the flip side of it, where you've got people that everyone wants to be different now, and all this like what do they call it? Fucking pronouns and genders, and it's like all that. I mean,
it's making life harder.
All that shit in America's just gone fucking out of hand, mate. I mean, there's kids that are getting fucking, hormone fucking therapy shit and stuff like that.
Yeah, before they're even teenagers.
Yeah, 4, 5, 6 years old, and it's like you don't know what the fuck you want to be at that. Like,
but if you say that, you're the problem. You're the problem.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be able to manipulate and destroy kids' life. That should be a given.
So,
fucking crazy,
fucking castration and shit like that, and hormone, whatever they would call it now. And it's like. What are you fucking on, mate? The kids.
But that's like that. Did you see that video they done with one of the teachers who was pro for it? And he goes, "So you think it's good to chemically castrate kids?" And that she goes, "Oh, see, now you're using words to try and make this look bad." And he goes, "To try and make this look bad." He goes, "It is fucking bad.
Yeah.
You don't need to use any words to try and make it look bad. It is bad."
No, just like let that fucking, But again, it's like you touched on it earlier with the, like the drag acts and stuff like that in schools and
in front of kids,
it's like exposing kids to it so much more early. But it's like you said, it's just they don't. But again, like that video, where kids don't see color, they didn't see any mixed. They didn't see that kid had Down syndrome. None of that. Not one of it never came up because it's like so when you start exposing kids to that stuff, and it's like your kid. There's one. Bringing on like a drag act in a dress and a big wig and all that, and it's nice. But when they're in fucking booty shorts and fucking, it's so unacceptable, and inappropriate. And it's like, but then it's like you said, but America fucking land of guns, mate. There's more guns in America than more people. I said someone will get fucking shot. Someone's gonna.
Yeah, someone's gonna get.
It's gonna go too far. To expose my kids to this, because there's right-wing people that have got such fucking militant views on things, and someone's going to get out, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Have you seen that on? Because I follow one of the private Facebook pages for like research and stuff, and the LGB, lesbian, gay, and bi, have actually made their own community. They said they want to be separate from the trans and the rest of them. They said because it's them, because you got a lot of the gay people, lesbians, and bis who are saying, we don't want to be any part of what's going on with the kids and stuff. That is the trans community that are doing that. So they want to be separate. You know what I mean? From that, even like some of them are going, "What the fuck's going on here? This is not what we wanted. We just wanted to be accepted and have people similar to us that we could be friends with." And they said that kind of the trans communities. This is what they're saying, not directly from me. They're saying that they're ruining everything and they're going to cause more harm and violence towards the community. And I goes, you're fucking right. You're absolutely right, because it is.
But there is that that's a massively valid point, mate. Because it's just because kids don't need to be exposed to that. I mean, there's not, like. I mean, I'd love to go to fucking drag out. So I'm not fucking saying, I'm not punching down, I'm not fucking saying anything towards that community. But at the same time, like, if anything, it's towards the fucking schools that are allowing it, because it's not like, like I said, I'm not saying if you had like I don't know, drag act month or whatever, you know, and they were doing drag act pride, or, you know, and they were doing, you know,
like a show or something.
Yeah, a big show or something like that. Then you can understand it, but that's such a small minority of people that kids don't need to be exposed to that. Do you know what I mean? It's like
they're confused with what 2 + 2 is. Like, just let them, let them go through school.
Yeah, again, that's not me being. I just think like it's so. I don't know, like it's like I don't know, mate.
I think you can't put it in words, can you? Because it's just you think if we was here 10 years ago, this shit would not be happening. Because fuck me, people were a lot tougher 10 years ago, I'd say, and further on where this shit wouldn't have been stood for. But now, because of the newer generations, it's.
But it's like everything, like, and again, do you know what I mean? You know, like this is by no means, but every advert has got mixed race couples in it now. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, what like a white Chinese woman with a black ginger guy, and then
you know,
but then
like,
the kid's Hawaiian.
Like, it's okay. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that you're racist or anyway because you've put a white couple, a black couple, or a black family. It's like, you know, like mate, I've got like friends that have, you know, I do know a couple of mixed race couples stuff like that, but like, you know, it's just like,
you're not
like Peter Pan now. Peter Pan, it's got an Indian kid.
Tinkerbell,
you know, Ariel's now black.
Ariel,
it's okay. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing that they've done that, but I'm saying like.
But why do you have to do that though?
Why do you feel?
Why do you have to?
This is what I mean.
Because that was. It's funny you said that. I've been arguing with someone all evening and this morning about it. Because they goes, "Why are you triggered like that? Because you don't want to black out?" I goes, "No. I goes, fucking look at Black Panther. Fucking amazing movies. All black.
Cast,
I fucking love them. Watch them. Great. Black character. You made black character. It worked out brilliantly. Fantastic. I know. I just don't understand why you have to go backtracking and change it. You can make a full, like a series, all black actors. No one would have a problem. No one cared. The amount of people that gone Black Panther was amazing, and many other black talents is so great. I'm a big fan of Will Smith. All of this stuff, and it's like, you know, because they make their own stories. Why would you have to go back and change all of this? Like, I just don't. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I exactly that, mate. That's it. And I just feel like there's not for want of a word pressure, but I just feel like I don't know. It's just like, why? Do you know what I mean? You don't need to. You don't need to do that to include people, like, you know, like.
Because the way it's going, and this is what I said, because it goes okay, because this it was a white woman who was arguing, which was strange. But she goes, "Why is it that big of a problem?" I said. She goes, because I understand where you're coming from, saying why do they have to, but it shouldn't matter if they do. And I goes, well, the problem is, I said, it goes, is that they've changed one, they've changed another, they've changed another. When do they stop to the point where every single white character is now black? So then what about the white girls? I mean, like, we want to kind of correlate with these stories. You would have changed all of them in a couple of years. So then you've excluded white young girls. Look, I get it. More black younger characters for young black girls, obviously. Yeah, they want someone they can dress up as for Halloween and go to Disneyland with and see people the same color as them, because that's something at a younger age they might, like I say, but like you said, at a younger age they didn't see race. So it's, I mean, it was never a problem, but because of society now, they're now changing it. But just make new characters, make new black characters, and it's absolutely fine. No one will bat an eyelid, and if they do, then they are racist, obviously.
Yeah, but if, you know, I mean, that's it. You know, but they're happy, like Mowgli, like Jungle Book, you know. And you had like Princess.
What my favourite growing up, Mowgli
Princess
was.
And the Frog, mate. I love Princess and the Frog. You know, the princess, and that was, you know, she's black, and that the girl, and that. So it's like, it's not a problem. It's just like you said. It's just when they change it, when, you know, some of them films are that old now, and it's like you said. It's not having a problem with it. And it's not a problem. It's just like, it's just, I don't know. I'm trying to word like it's not a problem at all. But it's just I think it's a bit sad when Disney feel pressured that they have to do that to be more inclusive. But like you said, you can just make up characters that you know, you don't have to like change. You know, I mean it's not a problem at all. It's like you said, it's not a problem, and it doesn't bother me. I just think it's sad now where it's gone so far now. That like everyone's got to be included in it, and any advert where it's like everyone's so fucking scared of being labelled as something that they're not, because they're not. You know, you haven't covered every ethnic fucking base, you know, sexuality. It's just like fucking, you know, it must be. It's like horrific to be in the advertising industry now, where it's like, well, we've got to cover every fucking base.
They're not doing it because they want to include everyone. They're doing it because they're fucking scared. They are, like you said, they are scared. They're shit scared.
And it's like, oh, you know, I've got fucking black friends, I've got Indian friends, like one of my oldest mates I grew up with all my life, little Punny and that. I mean, like, we still call him Punny to this day because he's Indian. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not a racist term, like, you know, we still do to this day.
Yeah.
His name's like Aaron. I fucking love him dearly. You know, like he's literally my old day one, week one, joined first school, middle school, everything together. We've known each other all our lives, and we see each other, you know, every week. And so, you know, but it's like, you know, there's no, it's not a problem, but it's just like you said, it's just when everyone's fighting so fucking hard to be like, oh, I've got to be included this, you've got to include me in this and that. Like, that's when it all becomes an issue, because then, you know, everyone's fucking like screaming out to be accepted and that. Like I said, if you all just shut the fuck up,
and
just get on with your life,
be an issue.
It's like I said to you before, mate. You know, like it's like I've got a transgender niece, I've got fucking gay friends that I fucking love dearly. I see every day, mate. You know, I've got black friends, fucking all, but like they're just getting on with their lives. You know what I mean? They're not like screaming out every day.
You don't talk about it, so you get on. it's
you know, but the more everything, you know, becomes an issue and this and that and the other. And that's when it becomes an issue, because everyone's talking about it. Everyone gets all riled up. Actually, I want to be fucking upset. I want to be offended. It's like
everyone loves a victim story, don't they?
Mate, do you know what I mean? But then as soon as you sort of say anything to the contrary, oh, you're either a racist or you're a homophobe. No, mate. Like, I mean, you know me. I don't get involved in that shit on social media because I'm like, I can't be fucking dealing with it. But
no, you get a lot of hate for it.
I bet. You know exactly, mate. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just like, you know.
There's a lot of hassle to go through. It is.
Yeah.
It's not even the hate; it's the stupidity of their hate. You're getting angry because I've stated like a fact or something, and they get angry because it's different to their opinion. And I go, you can have a different opinion, and that's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. This is
but
what I mean.
the difference is I'm giving my opinion peacefully, and you're fucking shouting, swearing, insulting, all while trying to say that you're the better person. You think, well, you're fucking not, are you? Because you've got to try and express hate when I'm not, and that's why I'll win.
Exactly, mate. Yeah, and then they feel it. Yeah.
But I was gonna say is even our fucking clothing company. Like, I'll openly say this on this because I don't give a fuck. I'm proud of it, to be honest. But they had a lot of Pride emails going, can we add you to our list of Pride? So like they're an advertisement company, so they advertise our brand on the Pride thing, like supporting Pride. And I said, no, thank you. And they kept emailing me going, well, why not? You know, this, that, it might get more. I said, no, I don't want my brand being associated with Pride in any way, shape or form. Thank you. And they kept asking me why. And I go, it's really unprofessional of you to be asking me why. I don't want to. It's as simple as that. I don't need to get into sex and clothes. They've got nothing to fucking do with each other. So leave my company alone. Look, no. And it was weird how unprofessional these companies were being, going, oh, okay, well, it's a shame, you know, you could benefit, because I'm not going to benefit from anything, because if anything, if I do that, I'll lose customers. I was like, so no, thank you.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't even have to explain why I didn't want to, but it's just weird. It's one of them, like because a lot of companies would go, oh, yes, of course, yes, please add me to that, mate, because of all the pressure they have. Well, I was sat there with no pressure, like, will I fuck? It's like, not happening, no.
The thing is, mate, that's your business, mate. It's your right and that, you know, and again, it's, you know, you don't have to, explain yourself, mate, to anyone. And that's the thing, isn't it? Like I said, and I think like anything, unless it affects your life in some way, you know, like I've said to you before, you know, I've got gay friends, I've got transgender, like, you know, that community and that what they're doing, like, you know, I support it, mate, you know, and it's like, yeah, that's fine, you know, you're doing your thing and that, you know, and you want, and that's cool. But again, it's like all these companies when they push that on you, like again, like the Black Lives Matter movement. It's like, what are you actually doing to improve the black community's life? You know, if you said to gay pride, okay, or pride, you know, well, what are you actually doing to improve, you know, the quality of life for gay people?
Oh yeah, have you got discrimination in schools down? Have you got discrimination in the workplace down? No, they don't care about any of that stuff. No,
they want to tell them push it. It's like not being funny, but Help for Heroes. Like, I fucking hate that charity, mate. Like, you got some of the fucking bigwigs there on like 250, 300 grand a year. Do you know what I mean? And people support because they've got a fucking cool little logo and all that. And they feel like,
oh, it is a cool little logo, isn't it?
It's cool. It is everyone, cool logo.
Everyone jumps on that.
It's a cool charity. Everyone thinks that fucking bullshit, mate. Like, you know, it's the biggest fucking corporate fucking money make. You know, and that's like I've contacted so many times when I did stuff. I did a 24-hour fucking tattoo sponsor thing. Yeah. You know, I spoke to him, didn't want to fucking know, mate. Unless you're doing their events where you've got to raise 2, 3, 4 grand, who the fuck can raise that much money? They don't care, mate. You know, some posh fucking stuck up cunt who runs, you know, London-based fucking yuppie that started the charity. And it's like, yeah, all they've got is a fucking that health centre thing. The rest of it is a load of bullshit, mate. Like, I fucking can't stand. But then you got British Legion that do so much work, but because they're not like a sexy, cool,
no one thinks twice about it.
Yeah,
I've always been British Legion.
I have, mate, through and through, because they actually fucking do stuff. They've got,
I know people who have had help from British Legion. I don't know anyone anyone that's ever had help from fucking, I forgot Help for Heroes.
Yeah, that's shit. Yeah, no, because that's exactly it. I know some squad mates of mine that were on the bones of their ass. They were given grants. They got help with furniture. They got help.
Yeah, one of my mates had just simple concrete ramp installed, so he had better access for his and they've done a new door frame. Because he's fucking paralysed. And stuff, and they done things like that. But it's funny you said that. I looked into that a while ago and see how rich all the people were that run it. And I goes, no fucking way.
Yeah, because who fucking takes that amount of money, mate? You know what I mean? Where's that money coming from? That £250,000 a year? It's come from the charity, mate. It's like. And it's like they've got that therapy centre. That's about the fucking only thing that they've got for squaddies that actually help people in that rehabilitation centre. But that's probably come from fucking funding in other places anyway. They've done. So I just think it's a lot of fucking bollocks, mate. All the clothing's overpriced. I've done stuff with British Legion. I do the Tommy 10K every year. I do the Special Forces one, so it's 100K in 10 days. You do 10K a day. Mate, you ain't there for free. They give you you get a t-shirt, a starter pack, everything, all for free, mate. Do you
That's
know what
cool.
I mean? Before you even raised a fucking penny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get a nice t-shirt, you get stuff like that, and it's like, it gives you more incentives because you think, fucking, I've got to raise some money now because they've given you a t-shirt, stickers.
And that shit costs a lot. They cost a lot.
Yeah, and that's all.
We know.
Exactly. Mate, But so it's like, but. I mean, I don't know, but again, it's because it's not a sexy charity. People think it's for old people, and and all this, that, and the other, and But I just think, well, you can pride and all that, and have all this stuff, but like, what are they actually doing to help the community? What it's not so much like accepting. It's just like it's the only fucking kickback you're going to get for being gay is from fucking narrow-minded idiots that don't want to accept it. Do you know what I mean? Or are homophobic and that. But that's fucking their problem, not not the gay person's problem or the transgender. It's other society's problem. But I mean, you go down to Brighton and stuff like that. It's fucking massive, the community down there.
Yeah.
And everyone loves it. And Brighton don't get any shit. There's no fucking graffiti. No one gives. Do you know what I mean? So and it just proves it. Do you know what I mean? So
proves that it can be peaceful. If you're peaceful.
Peaceful. Yeah, because it's a seaside town. Probably and it's just like lovely. And people know that Brighton and places like that. It's synonymous with the gay and trans, LGBTQ. And that community and stuff like that. So. There's no fucking hate down there. There's no fucking thing. But when people go to certain areas or you try and do this, and it's like, it's like anything. You're going to get kicked back, and you're going to get fucking idiots that are going to troll you, or like you said, anything. And it's just like anything you have an opinion on now.
Yeah, someone else wants to hate on it,
and this is why I don't get involved in it, mate. Like I said to you, me. I fucking I can't be dealing with fucking idiots and arguing online because I've got my views and stuff, but it is stressful. Yeah, of course, mate.
Anyone who goes, because a lot of people go on social media do similar things that I do.
Yeah.
And go, I ain't bothered. It bothers you. It is stressful. It's hard. But when I do it, like you say, you got to keep trying to think of the bigger picture. I'm not doing this for the men who are suffering from it. But when we go on to the misandry thing in a minute, that it is in. Well, we can go on to it now, but
I mean,
I've got the video, but that really blew my mind, and I'm going to say it here actually as well. I'm going to do a research video on TikTok over the next kind of 2 months, so you'll hear it on it. I'm going to say it now because I'll be playing exactly what we're doing now. I'm going to play this back in the future to prove what I've done. So I'm going to say it before I do it, and I guarantee women will still prove me right. I'm going to do a series of videos on TikTok, basically repeating word from word videos that women have posted about other women, because I've been researching the last couple of weeks, and like this one, I'm literally about to show in a minute to everyone. I've watched a woman go, it's ridiculous that women keep saying fucking kill all men and stuff like that. It's a fucking joke. Women should be shamed for it. I've then done the exact same video. I've looked for her comments. She's had no hate. Women have gone, yeah, you go, girl. Yeah, big up our real women out here. I've said it just to be met with misandry and hate from women. And I think, and all why these women are telling me misandry doesn't exist, it's because of you men, you misogynist men are the problem. I'm going, well, fucking hell, this video proves it. Like, it literally, and before, it's like, these women don't think, like some women, don't think sometimes before they message, and they don't, when someone messages something, I will look into what videos they do and topic and stuff like that to try to get an understanding of where they're coming from. They kind of don't do that. And from what I've noticed, they're like, and a lot of these women do get hate from other women, which is quite funny. But a lot of them, they get next to no hate. And then when a man does it, then it's a problem. I was only saying exactly what. And in this video, the woman's in it, saying it. And then I'll go on talking about other things. Fucking the amount of hate I got from women trying to... So I'll play the video now. So watch this video, guys, and then I'll go on to explain. But this is a video I done on TikTok a couple of days ago on misandry. I hope I clicked the right fucking video. Of being misogynist, check this out.
To those saying misandry doesn't exist, look at this.
Woman says, I'm pregnant, having a scan soon to find out if it's a girl, or I'm unaliving it. Hashtag delete all men.
This even got to the point where women are even calling other women out on this crap. Misandry has always been around. It is there every single day, more than misogyny is. I know I will openly say that. And the only difference is a lot of men are just more grown up and don't talk about it. We just get over it and go, oh, whatever. And God, imagine if a man went around saying, unalive all women. What would happen then? Why can women go around freely saying men are trash, unalive all men, we don't need men? And they can say that freely without anything bad coming from it. Yet, as soon as a man says a man's stronger than a woman biologically, what do they get called? Oh, well, you're a Tate supporter, you're misogynist. Misandry is in our courts, it's in policing, it's in schools, it's in society, it is everywhere. Come on, ladies, stop with the double standards. This is an absolute joke.
Shit.
Right, so yeah, for you, I'd basically done that video, and as you see at the beginning, I'd done that video because I saw the women, this lady calling out other women, and you can watch her full video if you see her name there, and she goes on to talk about loads of other similar topics. I only bring out one, right, out of the 5 things she talks about. And yeah, she's just going on about, there's so many women going unalive all men are trash and stuff like that. And they're never shamed for it. That is publicly accepted. And I was just out going, why? I was saying, this has happened, it's in courts. As you know, fucking women can just walk in and strip the man of fucking everything. Women are favoured in courts. Like, this isn't... People going, that's your opinion. It isn't my opinion. That's statistically fact. It's proof, and it's true. You can fucking Google it anywhere. See, on the basis of, like, even in the UK and America justice system, how many women win out of... What gender wins fucking more in court? Men and female. And it comes up with female. And many other studies,
like family courts and stuff like that.
Right. So basically, I'll do a video showing a woman calling out women, right? And I just expand on that, saying, yeah, it is true. I found this, and other men found this, and so. And I got met with misandry. I got met with women giving me shit, saying I'm a misogynist. Don't get how that works out. A lot of women got annoyed about me saying grown up. And this is what, this is coming from me, I'll say that. Why, ladies, when a lot of you argue online, why do you twist words? Like, I don't know if you noticed that whenever you argue with a woman online, you could say, I don't know, oh shit. What have I done now? Hang on, guys, I've just been, no, I hate. That's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Right, yeah, guys, for you lot watching, I literally just had my my live taken off again. That's quite funny. That I start talking about women, and straight away someone's kicked off on TikTok. 2 seconds, guys. Requesting submit. That's all right. No, I was just saying on there, guys. It's quite funny how as soon as I start talking about women and misandry, all of a sudden TikTok don't like it, and that's just fucking live proof. Like TikTok's just gone, nope, you're not allowed to do a live about talking about women shitting on men.
That just fucking proves though, mate. It's like if one faction or one thing doesn't like what you're saying, that's it. We're going to shut you down.
Yeah.
You know, you have an opinion. Oh, you're racist. You're sexist. You're misogynist. You're whatever. You know, but it's okay that that girl obviously made that video you've put on TikTok.
Yeah.
That video's not been banned off TikTok.
No, it hasn't.
You know,
but when I spoke about it and other videos, they've been taken.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, they've been taken off. I just appealed it.
But again, mate, you know, that just proves the whole fucking the world we live in now in 2023. That someone's got their opinion, and if you don't like it or you have an opinion that opposes them, that's it. You're in the wrong. Their opinions, and and it's like, I've seen some videos where, like, at all sorts of like rallies and stuff like that, whether it be race involved or like sexuality or anything like that. And people just get so fucking aggressive and fucking it's just like that's the problem, man. Like, I mean, it's like we said about like chivalry over the years, holding the door for a woman or anyone, or and that's it. Oh, well, no, I don't want you fucking hold the door. It's like chivalry is fucking dead because, like, that, like, there was it was Ian McKellen, and I remember watching. He got in a taxi and he's a bit emotional and a bit teary, and he says it then. He goes like, you're home because he's like a northerner, by heart sort of thing. And he goes, when you get in a taxi, someone goes, "Where are you going to, my love?" Do you know what I mean? He goes, that's not a derogatory or sexist term. It's just like it's a term of endearment. Yeah. But I'll call everyone, all right, my love.
Exactly.
I'll call fucking male friends, all right, babe. It's because I'm 41. I'm a bit older, and where we grew up, you had fucking manners, and you did, and it's not because you think, women, or anyone's a weaker sex or an elderly person. It's like, no, I'm holding the door for you because I've got fucking manners because I was raised right.
Yeah. But for some reason, it's a problem
now
for them.
seen as a fucking and it's just like.
And this is the thing, right? Is I look at videos like this, like the one I've done, and I'd ask, "Oh my god, I wonder why that woman was saying unalive all men." And saying that she wants to kill her own kid, like that's evil. That's not what the women got angry. All the women and girls, females, whatever, were commenting. They were getting more annoyed because I said men are more grown up, and called me a misogynist for it. They picked that little sentence out of that whole video, and this, like, to me, I'm sorry, it sounds sexist, explains women on social media. I'd say, just hateful women. That out of that whole context, instead of using your noggin, your brain, and going, "Oh God, he's got a good point there." Yeah, I suppose women saying that's quite a bad thing. No, because I said it's because men are more grown up. They got angry at that. Yeah, I said it's because men are more grown up, and we don't talk about it. In when a woman will say something misandry towards me, I'll be more grown up and go, "Yeah, whatever," But if a man does it, it's then a big issue. That is what I meant from that, which all the men understood what I meant, because a lot of the comments from the men go, "Yeah, you're right, we are more grown up in a way, we just don't get bitchy about it, and we just don't talk about it. We throw it over our shoulder, we get on with our day." Women make it a big issue. And throughout all these comments I was replying on them, which you probably see, I was just saying, it's quite funny that you're coming on here to argue with me, why you're being hateful, kind of proving the video's point.
I mean, but again, it's like you said as well before, where you put videos on TikTok, or look a little snippet of our podcast, and then you've had people give you shit online, because they haven't understand the whole context. They've taken, and I think that's where like 90% of the shit that's going on in the world now, everything's taken so much out of context that it's just, do you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, no, like, it's your opinion, or like, but if you have an opinion, you're in the wrong, or someone else's opinion is right over yours, and it's just like, but if you just go, do you know what? Like, you read it and go, yeah, that's pissed me off, but do you know what? I'm not going to fucking buy it. I'm not, because I've said it before, where you want to comment on something, you think, no, because I'm going to get into an argument with some cunt for about an hour or so, and it's going to go back and forth. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to get achieved.
No, you're not going to win anything.
You're not going to win it, and it's like, but you kind of know you're in the right. But you get people that are on there. But again, it's like you said, that it's not fueling their fire, and that's what these little fucking trolls want. They want you to bite. So that interaction is like people just like thrive on it. These little keyboard warriors and that, and that's where I think, there are times where I want to say something. It's like it's learning to pick your battles, isn't it? And it's like,
Oh yeah, well, I mean, women rally together, don't they? Like sometimes when it comes to an argument, fucking hell, don't they?
Yeah, and that's the thing. But if you like really broke it down, right, and say you, I don't know, our podcast reach fucking millions of people, you get the Joe Rogan level, right?
Yeah.
You know, you say something, and you know that's going to reach fucking 50 million people. Now, out of that 50 million people, like, you know, 9 times out of 10, probably about fucking 70 or 80% are going to agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But when you're on TikTok and you've got these, like, you know, you're reaching what, I don't know, 2, 3, 4,000 people, you know, 9 times out of 10, those algorithms and what those little wording and people like, you know, you get filtered into these little, you know, these fucking militant, you know, and no, fuck, you know, and that's, I mean, fair play to you, mate. Like, I mean, I do agree with, like, you know, like, I agree with the fight and the point that you're trying to make and stuff like that on a lot of things, you know. But at the same time, it's hard, isn't it? Because it's like you said,
it's a hard life to live.
Yeah, it's hard
like doing it.
I don't know how you do it, but fucking.
It's just because I've just become a heartless cunt. And I ain't got anything to lose though.
No.
Like, I don't have kids or anything like that, so I'm using that because I'm like, fuck this. No one can threaten me on that level. Because then if I had kids, it'd probably be I wouldn't maybe do it as much. But because I'm in a good position, that's when I'm like, fuck you all.
Man, and that's fucking mate, no fair play to you. You know, and that's it, and you're fighting your case and that. But you know, but again, even the flip side of where, you know, we're obviously doing this to, like, you know, help men's mental health and get blokes talking about things and stuff like that, you know, and it's like Thursday night, you know, I was around my mate's house and we said the same thing, like we were talking about it, and I said that we've started a podcast, you know, and we're doing it, and, you know, and the lads go, oh yeah, it's good, you know, but, you know, like my mate Louis and G, like, you know, they're married, you know, 2 lads, and they're gay, and they're beautiful, mate, and they've got a lovely home, and they accept us, and we have, you know, like we sit there every, you know, well, not every Thursday, but most Thursdays when we get together, and they host, they put food on and drinks, and it's lovely. Do you know what I mean? And we have a catch up and stuff. And fuck me, man, I completely forgot what we said. There was a
no, but you can. I don't know. You can just. That's proof, though. Like, you can just get on, and you can have different views with everything, and still get along with people, and like that. But this is the thing. It's like.
Oh yeah, no, I think that's sorry, man. That's what I was going to say. That when I said about what we're doing, it, you know, and even these lads, you know, they're not. There's no alpha males in the group. Do you know what I mean? You know, they've all, I fucking love them all dearly, but they're all like nerds at school and stuff like that. And they're beautiful people, and I love surrounding myself with people like that. But even then, when I said to him, like, you know, we're doing it to get blokes talking about, you know, and obviously they look at me, you know, I'm fucking running around with guns and I'm doing and what all I've done for my military career and stuff like that, you know. So I think in some ways it is quite nice because when they see me, you know, vulnerable and like I was talking about, you know, some of my sort of military stories and stuff like that, and some of the stuff that's happened, and you know, I'll get a bit teary and get a bit emotional on that, you know. But I think having them see me like that, you know, I was sort of like I sort of like looked up, and I mean, you could have heard a fucking pin drop, but you know, and I was telling them a few stories and stuff, and then I sort of like looked out, you know, I get a bit teary, and they were kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Like, Josie's crying, do you know what I mean? Like, they didn't really,
they're not used to it.
Yeah, didn't really know what to do, bless them. So
got love on Instagram instead. One platform won't accept, the fuck another will.
Yeah. But again, you know, but I think because they've known me all my life, but they've never seen me that sort of vulnerable where, you know, I'm fucking tearing up and I'm crying in front of fucking other men.
Yeah.
They were a bit like, fuck, they didn't really know what to do. But it's like, it doesn't mean anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, it doesn't make you any less of a man or anything. Do you know what I mean? I think that's the stigma that fucking people need to
get rid of.
Yeah. And, you know, break down these, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. I was like, but yeah, I said, like I was saying, I really want to do this research video.
Yeah.
And I'll show you them as well because it'll blow your mind. Because I thought, and don't get me wrong, there were some women that commented going, yeah, this is actually right. There's some very bad women, like quite a few. There's quite a few of them. And I was like, you know, like doing, I went, thank you for your support, you know, and so on. But I was generally shocked by how many women commented on them. Was like, oh, well, what men are more grown up than women are. Oh, you're a Messiah. And I thought, really? How immaturity, low IQ level. That's what you picked at. That whole
thing to hone in on, mate.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, but I've seen videos where they go, you know, men cause more rape. Like, yeah, absolutely right. I'm not going to argue against it. It's a fact.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but you say something that is statistically right, like, you know, women claim for divorce in marriages more than men. That's a statistic fact. You can Google that. They still argue against it. They still go, no, it's not. Men do it as well. It goes with a lot of women. It's always it goes both ways. Not you're right. Females do that, or males do that. It's men. A lot of men go, oh yeah, we do that. That's right. It's but with a lot of women who argue on these videos, they always turn around and say, oh well, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. There's no self accountability ever. Not that what I've seen anyway. There obviously probably is. But not on my platform.
I mean, but it does though, doesn't it? It does go both ways. As anything does in life, everything goes both ways. We understand that, but like I said, that's not the point you're trying to make, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's like of all that video that I said they've seen, and this women saying, and it's just like the one thing they're taking is that you've called them, you're more grown up than them, and it's like
that's what they've picked up.
That's what people. But again, like I said with the videos, mate, the ones that you put up on TikTok, like people taking that little snippet and then they comment on something like and getting a view of you or this that and that. You're like, watch the whole fucking podcast and you'll understand.
You'll understand what's going on.
Completely out of context. But that's the thing but people do it, and it's unfortunately that's the thing of life now, where people they've got their agenda, mate, and like you said, that again, I'm fucking I don't want to backlash or anything, but like there was a guy, he's an American guy, I can't remember what his fucking name is anyway, but he's you've probably seen him. He does a lot of debates on like the whole transgender thing, and stuff like that, and he was saying like, well, you're born a male or female. It's like it's impossible for me and you to have kids because we haven't got uterus. So you can identify as whatever you want, but
don't try to bend facts.
Biologically, you are male or female. And so this woman jumped up, fucking no, I'm a fucking transgender fucking paramedic, blah blah blah. Male who's now identifies as a female sort of thing. Yeah. And he said, right, okay. He said, so this, because I put it this, so you went into a room, there's a man there who's clearly a man. Yeah. He's saying, I think I'm having a miscarriage. He said, would you treat him as so? He said, well, no. He said, well,
we'll shut up then.
There you go. And he shut and it's like, but still, like the room obviously went fucking wild and that, like, oh my God, yeah, fair play, and clapping and that. But yet, although it's just literally in that one sentence, just proved everything, that this, the female, who is biologically a male, was sort of going against sort of thing. And that's what he said. So would you waste the time if he said, I think I'm having a miscarriage, but you're a biological male, that man's not having a miscarriage. So would you treat, and it's like, but that's the point. But then she still carried on arguing. And I think, but that's my whole point is I'm not saying who's right or wrong in that argument, but what it comes down to is, like you said, no matter what you say to someone, like statistically factual based evidence that you've got, people they still fight it, don't they? And they still like, no, you're wrong. Well, you're like, no, the facts are this, that.
Yeah, but that's why I see one video and goes, he's got something wrong with his testicles. No, he is a she, it's a woman. And he just kept trying to tell them what was wrong with her, whatever, him. Yeah. And at the end of it, he just goes, well, she has testicular cancer. And it's like, right. And then they went, oh, and he goes, fucking hell. So that's what I'm just trying to say, because he kept saying, I need to treat him like that because he is a biological male, so I need to treat him with this and in this way.
Medically,
because you can't do it the female way, it wouldn't work. Yeah. And they kept arguing against it. And he goes, well, she's got testicular cancer, so she needs to be treated how a male would, otherwise she's going to die. And it's like, that's it, mate. But if they would have it their way, it would be, no, it's a female, doesn't exist. And like I said, I was on, I don't know if you saw it, like a couple months ago now, I was on a big live. I mean, there was thousands watching on TikTok. Oh, really? A live battle with a couple of transgender women, and they just said, all it said was on there. I didn't think they was going to set me. I just got out of bath. I was chilled watching it, and I was like, agreed with some of the stuff they said, and a lot of the stuff I was like, no, because they were bending pure like ideology and facts and stuff. And they turned around and goes, give us one fact that we can't dismiss. And I went, all right, I've got one for you. So I clicked on it, and I goes, the female pelvis is bigger than the males biologically. That is something you cannot change. And they looked at me because we was on camera on live and went, where's your source that that's true? And I went, oh my fucking, I literally went, I wish I could get this back, because I went, and she went, hello. And I was like, sorry, can you repeat that? It goes, well, where's that written? Where's the source? And there was a lot of biological females on there going, yeah, where's the source? You're just being the, I goes, women's pelvises are bigger for birthing reasons, because you ain't going to fit a head in through a male's pelvis. So we have hourglass figures, men don't. Exactly. And I said, look at any science biology, basic, fucking kids biology book. It's in like the 3rd page. That's a source, if anything. I go, you can get that in your local library, order it on Amazon. I go, anything. And Scienceology, whatever books, that's an actual company. And they goes, no, so you're full of it. And I could not believe. And these people are on TikTok all the time, acting like they're the smartest people going. They really do. They try putting laughing and clown faces to people like me that are giving them facts, going, look, you don't have a clue. And I was, and I was shocked, going, how, fucking.
I think the best argument you've got is just like, well, if you're a biological man, you haven't got a uterus, you haven't got fallopian tubes, you haven't got fucking eggs, you don't produce eggs, so you can't have a child. You say, look, show me a fucking biological male that can get pregnant. You just can't. Or show me a fucking woman.
Yeah, they might have to fight him with fire then. Yeah, might have to start saying,
that's all you got to say,
show me a transgender woman give birth.
Yeah, show me a man.
I'll wait.
Uterus and I'll,
when you can show me that, then I'll believe fucking anything you say from now on.
And that's all you got to say. Just shut them down. Show me a man that can have kids. Then uterus. And that's what but for me, again, it's it comes down to like it's never been a problem. Or I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I've never sort of needed to get into that sort of thing. Because you just go stepping into a minefield that. You're never going to win, mate. And like you said, so
that's the thing. My problem was because I watched a couple of other men went on their platform on live to ask questions and debate them. And I was writing them down as I was going along, and they were saying pure facts. Like these were facts. They weren't being misogynist. They weren't being, out of their way evil or anything like that. That shit I would have called them out on.
Yeah, because you're punching down. You're not fucking. It's just like.
But then they were saying about using pills that changes your body and it can have these negative effects, and they go, no, that's not true. And it was like, well, it's unfair for them to compete in sports because you're biologically stronger. And they go, no, that's not true. And that's when I had to get involved. It's like you've got facts.
MMA fighters shattered 2 women's fucking eye sockets, mate.
Did you see the one who fought six female? One guy, six female, and fucking shattered all of them. Yeah,
that's what I mean. And it's like even Joe Rogan's mentioned it, mate. He's fucking women up. Do you know what I mean? He was fighting as a female. It was biologically a male, and he's fucking seriously hurting women, mate. Do you mean? I mean, don't get me wrong, and that's not me being a feminist or fucking, saying that women are weaker. But mate, like, I don't know, Shevchenko or fucking, any of them, mate, they'd fuck me and you up in a heartbeat. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not saying like, oh, men are stronger. Do you know what I mean? Because there's women MMA fight, any female, mate, probably out there at the moment in the UFC would fuck me you up in a heartbeat. Do you know what I mean? And that's fact. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no getting around it. Like, I'm a fucking 20-stone man. We get fucked up, mate.
It's not throwing their fucking light legs at us.
Oh, mate, you became over, mate. These women will fuck you up, So
yeah, but then there's there's a time and a place to stop being just ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
In there,
yeah. But again, mate, the whole fact again, whether it's like you said, whether it's race related, sex, whatever, like it all boils down to that fucking no matter what, mate. If someone's got an opinion on something, you ain't never going to win that argument or change their opinion, mate.
No. And that's what I found with that Sandra video. It was just the women that commented. They didn't come on to have a debate or discussion about the video.
No.
All they saw is they went through TikTok and saw men and more grown up and went, fucking how dare he, misogynist prick, and just come on with hate. None of them wanted to debate, and I find it all the time. There's a couple, but I usually only do get men that come on who want a full like constructive debate, an intelligent debate talking about different topics, and it's good. And but that's said, it's like I'm waiting for her at the moment, but there's like Auntie Jenny who I follow on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
She's fucking brilliant. Same as like just Pearly Things. I watch them all the time because they're just true women. Auntie Jenny's like a fucking housewife and stuff. She loves it.
I've seen,
all stuff like that. A black woman living in London. She's fucking brilliant, mate. Like any women should go and watch her.
I've seen her call Pro out on a couple of things as well.
Yeah, she's brilliant. And the advice she gives young women is truly good. And judging from her, it's good advice. It's worked for her. She's living a great life, and but even still, women try fucking arguing against other women, and I think growing up, do they get these ideals from? It's it's even like ridiculous. Like some woman goes, "I want to go to the beach and not have to shave and be free," and some women, a bit off topic, some women commented saying, these misogynist men telling us how we should shave. And I went, when did men ever say how women have to shave? Because it was the hot magazines that women used to follow, which it was female writers telling them shave this to get the man. It was shaving adverts by women. That's it. Like, when has men ever told women they have to shave? Some men like a bit of fucking hair in the bedroom, you know.
Still certain European countries, mate, and old armpits are still like, and that's the thing, isn't it? Like, it's not. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. People get so like caught up in shit, like, oh, well, why should a man or do this, or why should this, that, and it's just like, this is what I mean. But if everyone just went, this is what I mean, mate. Like I said, I've fucking full respect to you, mate, because I know you get into a lot of debates online and shit. But I'm too fucking old and long in the tooth for it. Do you know what I mean? And again, like I said to you, I just get to a point where, I see things. You think, should I say so? No, just fucking.
In my head, I've got a little voice where it's like, fucking tell him. I'm like, no, like, go on, do it. And I'm
No, that's it, mate. And I think, being a parent and something like you said, and just being married, you just learn to pick your battles. But I think because it is hard, because I feel like, like we're with like the men's mental health side of things, stuff like that, and you put a lot of stuff out there, and it blows my mind that there's still people that. Well, what about women's? What about and it's like, well, I understand that, but we're just doing our thing. Do you know what I mean? Like,
women have got loads of things out there for their.
But like I said, you come back towards, like anything. I think, bless them, women talk more, because again, it's more. I don't know. Maybe it's more, whereas men bottle it up and men don't talk, and that's not it's a bad thing. More men need to fucking stand up. It's not weak to speak, and I think there's this. But like, again, unfortunately, some men are. That have been with partners, or or their partner seeing as less of a man if they open up about their feelings. But again, that's on your partner, mate. That's not on you,
exactly. That's not the right person.
And that's it's not the right person. Yeah, exactly.
There will be someone out there that would, that would love it.
Love it, And I think, but again, it's just, I think it's being comfortable in yourself. Or comfortable enough in yourself to be vulnerable. Do you know what I mean? And expose yourself. It's like,
I think it does take time. It takes a few years, doesn't it, to get comfortable with
it. It takes time. But again,
that's why
it's down the individual, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not saying I'm fucking John Rambo, but the shit I've done in my life, I'm comfortable enough in my life that I know what's what. Do you know what I mean? So I can open up and I'll fucking cry in front of anyone, or be vulnerable on that. And I think it's just.
I think that's what my only advice to men and even younger men out there is that make sure you do know someone before you do open up front. Like, it's fine to open up, but that's from my personal past experiences, make sure you know this person for a few years before you do open up, because especially with not all women, again, with some women out there, when you open up too early, it scares them off and they don't like it. So obviously I'd make sure you're both comfortable and
I think
like pick your battles type of thing.
I think even on that, I was talking to my mate the other day, and he's gay, and like it's hard because like the stuff that we talk about when I'm tattooing and anything from fucking, we both love Harry Potter, mate. We both fucking
loves a spelling.
Yeah, we love and it's all the same, and I was like, we're gonna go, Dobby's Grave. There's a place in Wales up near the Rangers up there, and it's like that's where they actually filmed the Dobby's. I was like, right, mate, we're going there and all that. And it's hard, but even he says now, he said, like, he said, I can't talk to my other bloke mates like I talk to me, like he talks to me, And I'm like, well, that's shit. I mean, that's some of his closest mates and that. Obviously, they know he's gay, but the fact that he can't talk to some of his, because I mean, we're really close. Don't get me wrong, but like we're not in each other's life like some of his friends are, sort of thing. And and he even said to me, "So, mate, because I can't talk to half my bloke mates like I talk to you, all the stuff that we talk about or how we talk about it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, When I message him, he's like, "I love you, mate. I love you too." Do you know what I mean? And I say all the time, and it's like, it's just, I don't know. It's hard, but even like I said, and even today, I mean, it's like he still can't talk to some of his friends that way. Do you know what I mean? And that's it's fucking sad, mate.
No, it is. I say, like, especially even like when I started doing this stuff, it was weird. I lost so many friends, but also got loads of people fucking all of a sudden popping up. Like,
well, that's it. Mate,
it's a weird one. But I don't the only people I give the time of the day are the people that I spoke with years ago who are still here now.
Yeah,
they're the only people I was still I'll still talk with.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of people that wanted to do stuff like this who are now messaging, "Oh, can you help me do it?" And I'm like, "Fuck you, mate."
That's it.
No.
Mate, yeah. We spoke about it in about 3 days.
Yeah. But it's like we're working fucking. The thing is, it's like it is hard doing this stuff. Like, there's a lot of fucking effort planning and
I mean, look,
and some not planning.
We ain't done like a month or so, however long it's been.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You've been working hard,
Yeah.
grafting. You know what I mean? You're working away. I've been, I've had loads of work on, so it's like, but like we know, it's just like
we all keep going.
Yeah, you need to keep going, mate.
We've also just got a private lives at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes fucking big things happen and it fucking keeps you busy for a long time.
That's it, mate. That's it.
But
no, it's but yeah, it is hard, mate. And I think the more, I mean, I know we cover like a lot of topics here, and you know what I mean. But it still boils down to the fact that fucking I think a lot of too many men. I'm talking, like I said to you, I was with my mates Thursday.
Yeah,
none of them are fucking alpha males or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? But as soon as I talk about stuff, they just, well, work was all right, and that's it. But there's more shit going on. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter who you are. Like, everyone's got shit going on in their life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think just to go, look, mate, are you all right? Just have a chat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
are you?
Yeah. Are you all right though? Oh yeah, I'm good. No, but are you though?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And everyone, and it's just, but you're not.
But that's the thing. Like, I've got loads of mates I see like every week and stuff. We meet up in cars and stuff like that. And I do ask them sometimes, I'm feeling this and that. And sometimes we meet up just to have blowouts at each other, at each other, but with each other. And it's just because they say, "Well, I can't go home and talk to my missus about it." And like, why? Like, she don't care. And I know from past relationships, like they just don't care. So like, we try to meet up each week and stuff and fucking just talk about everything, and it makes you go home a bit happier because you've talked about it, gave each other advice between yourselves, and
that's right.
You go home feeling a little bit better, and which more men need to do for each other, because like I do say, like obviously if you can talk to your woman, that is great. In the comfortability of your own home, you're lucky like us. That's fucking brilliant. But I do also I do say on my platform that never really go to a woman first. If you can try to go to a male friend that does listen, I would recommend that before going to a female with it. Only just based on from my own research that I found out from like family members, friends, and stuff like that. And I've even seen it happen in front of me. Like a mate go, "I'm a bit worried about this," just for his missus go, "Yeah, all right, we'll just sort it out because I'm not bothered." I'm like, "Fucking hell, okay."
Well, no, exactly, mate. That's it, isn't it? It's just sort of like it's hard doing it because I think sometimes, when you're looking at a certain thing, like I said, I literally had this conversation this morning with a friend of mine's missus, and it's like when I explained what we do here, and she, well, I don't say her name, but she was like, "Fucking hell, like it killed me if I told you, but like, can you get him to, talk and it is hard because I said that sometimes when, like I say, vice versa, like do you speak to your missus because you don't want her to see you as being a bit vulnerable, but or if you're in a good place, sometimes you kind of like want to talk to your bloke mates, you know what I mean? Because it's a different kind of and they're going to look at it from a different angle, from like a
because they understand. They know the struggles of being
in their relationship, or fucking, well, mate, look, I fucked up financially, or like I said, I've been fucking doing a bit more gear lately. Do you know what I mean? I've got a bit, like we've all been there, mate. You know what I mean? We've all had all these problems, and we all know fucking people that are still going through it now. All of them, all the above. You know what I mean? So, but a bloke will understand. But as long as they do understand and not just tell you what you want to hear, rather than going, you'll be all right, mate. Fucking stiff up a little.
Yeah,
no.
That's why I say it's hard to talk to women, and this is from an actual lot of female TikTok videos I got. Is when you try to when you say can't talk to women about their problems and so on. Like men can kind of understand each other.
Yeah,
and men do understand women. I'd say more than women kind of understand men, in the way that when a woman comes to a man with a problem, they kind of don't want solutions. We're like solutions, like, well, have you tried this? Stop doing that and fucking fix that, like you would to your mates. But females don't like it. They kind of just want you to comfort them and hurt with them, type thing. From what I found, so
just to be an ear to go, fucking hell, babe. I hear.
But that's why when it's a bit hard for men to speak with women, because women kind of do the hurt with you, but we want fucking solutions. We want to fix.
Yeah, we look at it more of a practical. Like, a fix it. Yeah, whereas no, mate, you're 100% right there. That sometimes women just want a shoulder or an ear to go. Yeah, fucking hell, babe. Yeah, you know, just to vent a little bit, and then back on it. Like you said, they don't always want you to fucking fix their problems, you know. But it's just
and they even that like, and if you don't believe me, go on TikTok, search in the search bar. There's so many female videos, women videos that have said that. It's like literally they go, stop fucking telling us how to fix it. Like when their woman goes, oh, I've got a headache, and man goes, well, have you drank enough water today? It's like, I fucking don't want that. Just fucking give me tablets, ask if I'm all right, rub my head. It's like
me and my missus do it all the time. Like, baby, you need to drink more water. All right, yeah, she got your fucking since you got your degree, have you? You know fucking everything. Since you got your degree. Yeah, that means cool. But no, it is so, mate. You know, and I think that's just knowing, you know, your woman and knowing that, you know, when you've been in a relationship that long, you know, with someone, or you know, understanding what's what, you know, like I said, well, it's proven in it, it's facts. I mean, you know, I've seen enough TV shows and films and been in enough relationships to know that, like sometimes women don't want like a practical fucking
approach.
I don't want a solution. I just want you to fucking listen and you know, and that's it. And it works both ways, like any human in the world. Then when you're female, sometimes you just, you know, you just want someone to go, yeah, you're all right, mate, or like, yeah, how you doing, or you know, or just to listen, and then you know, we always have days like that. Even as men, sometimes you have days where you're just feeling shit and you don't know why. You don't mean, or you're just feeling down, you're having a shitty day, and you know, just fucking.
But that's the thing. But then also, like you'll see now running at the bottom, the FIVpodcast@gmail.com. If you have stuff to talk about, you don't have to put your name on there. You know, you can block your email if you want. You know, there's no judgment, anything. But if you want to talk about anything, and you can't talk at home, you can't talk to your friends. Honestly, email that with, I suffer with this. You know, what can you recommend? And we'll email back with, you know what I mean? We're not fucking professionals. We're just guys that have been through shit. Know how you lot are feeling, and we can give you advice on how we've fixed ourselves. And you know,
and that's the thing, isn't it? But again, I think. Well, like we said before, going back to the thing, it's like obviously I've had mates that have, you know, been massively into like substance misuse and stuff like that, mate. You know, and big back, you know, fucking hell.
Yeah, you know? I have.
Yeah, exactly, brother. Do you know what I mean? And that takes fucking one, it takes balls to admit. Two, it takes fucking a lot of hard work and effort to come out the other side of it.
Yeah,
you know. But the thing is, I've been there, mate. You've been there. Fucking, we've all been there. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, when I got out of the army and stuff. Yeah, fucked up, mate. You know, but it's just like it's just having that accountability and ownership. Yeah, I fucked up. You fucked up, you know, and
fucking more times than I want to admit.
Get the fuck on with it, you know. And I think that's where people go in this self fucking pity or the self wallowing, and they go in these little fucking downward spirals. So fucking what, mate? Do you know what I mean? Like I guarantee you, I've fucked up every fucking week, from fucking financially, fucking drugs, fucking, you know.
You've got to save money, but that Chinese takeaway is looking fucking.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Yeah, that's what I mean.
So I'm
gonna let myself go fat and that. You know, it's like, you know, I fucked up in every way. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's just. It's extreme accountability, man. It just fucking own your shit, you know. And I know it's easier said than done. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm fucking hell, just get fuck on with it. But you know, just want you to know that we've both fucked up. We've both been there. So fucking speak to us, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like reach out, and just give us a shout. Because fuck me.
And I'll be lying if I say, even like the other day, I had like dark thoughts. I sat there like, fuck. You wake up one morning, as most men do, and you go, "Where the fuck am I going for my life? What am I doing this? Oh, should I just quit on that and do that?" But the way you got to get in your head is it lasts for like 24 hours, and you wake up the next day and you're different. So you just keep focusing on all the positive shit. And you will be fine in the end. It's admitting to yourself first and taking accountability and going, right, I'm doing this wrong. I need to fix it. And like I always say, write out a plan. That's what things I do each week. I write down shit in my phone or on paper, just shit I need to get done, and create goals and like that. And we also got some conspiracy stuff to go on to, which is fucking always fun. I don't know if you've all seen on the news lately, like it might be more of a big thing to me, but it's because I was preaching this shit years ago for fucking mainly family, friends, a lot of people that I knew called me a conspiracy theorist, saying I was being fucking ridiculous. And the people I was working with at the time when I was a mechanic, I was always a lot of, I won't say his name, but it's I call him Gare. He'll know who he is when he watches this. Was like-minded like me, so I had a friend there like I could speak to and stuff like that, and it was great because me and him were like battling everyone there, like and no one believed us. But just watch this video. This is what come out on the news 2 days ago. The video will speak for itself. I'm just struggling if I can find it. Right. And yeah, it's quite well. Watch a video and we'll explain more after. COVID was a complete scam and we know it. Do you remember when this emerged on the news?
Now, video has emerged appearing to show the Prime Minister's former press spokeswoman, Allegra Stratton, and some of her Downing Street colleagues are laughing and joking about a Christmas party Number 10 denies ever happened during severe COVID restrictions last year.
President, there was a Downing Street Christmas party on Friday night. Do you recognise those reports?
I went home.
Wow, have you checked the news this morning? Because it's happened again.
One of the partygoers pictured in the video was given an OBE last week in Boris Johnson's resignation honours. Well, the event at the Conservative campaign headquarters took place at a time when COVID restrictions meant that people in London and many other parts of the country were not allowed to socialise indoors with anybody from outside their immediate family or support bubble. Well, joining me now is our correspondent.
And you know what's funny? During 2020 and 2021, I was posting all over social media that they were doing stuff like this, and I said I highly believe that they're still having parties, and everyone turned around and called me a conspiracy theorist, and it's fucking hilarious now that I just keep getting proven right. All these videos keep emerging of them having parties while all of you lot had to stay indoors. When your family members died, you couldn't go to their funeral, you couldn't enjoy Christmas or parties properly with your kids and stuff like that, all because of their rules and for what they were doing. And as you can see, they've even got party platters already laid out all over the tables, which means this was a premeditated party. They had planned this for ages. And do you even hear them say in the video, if we're not streaming, we're not bending the rules? Just shitting on the whole public. It's ridiculous. And now you think in the future when they come out with more medical emergencies, I hope no one fucking believes them and believes more people like me, because I was saying this shit years ago just for the majority of you lot not to believe me, and yet I wake up to the news and here it is again. Now, what do you think should happen to them? Should they be fined? Should they be forced to quit their jobs? Should they be put in prison? What should be the repercussions of this? Because, I mean, we have all had to sacrifice. We've lost businesses, family members, and we've just all had to sacrifice during COVID. What should be their sacrifice because of this? Drop a comment below. Yeah, so I mean, I've done that video because one, wanted to get in there before anyone else on TikTok did. Yeah. But I woke up straight early and I do it. I put on the news every morning just to see what stories are going around. You know, it's good content as well. Yeah. But yeah, that surprised me. It's like I need to try. I keep saying this. I need to try to find my old post, but I did have different fucking Facebook back then. Yeah. And I was typing this shit. I go, they're all probably still having parties, and people went, "Don't be fucking ridiculous." Like, honestly, I'll even say on here, my fucking family shat on me the most. Thought it was ridiculous. I've even since asked my family for an apology, and they won't apologise to me because no, but you said it was fake. I goes, no, I didn't say that it was fake. I said there's something going around, but it wasn't fucking because Chinese people were eating bats. Like, you're a moron if you fucking believe that. You know, it was because the evidence was just there. It was right in front of people and no one saw it. A virus that mutated was so dangerous that if you put a bit of cloth over your mouth, you were safe. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, really? Like, I don't, like, and it's even like you go to a shop, there's a screen here, you talking to them, can I have, I don't know, 10 sterling blue, no, it's 20 now, you don't get 10s anymore, 20 sterling blue cigarettes, please, a lighter, you know, is that. And then when you go to pay, you move away from the screen. Now you're fucking in contact. So what was the point in that screen in the first place? Like, I just, and people were like, just following it. And they were, and I do get a bit emotional about it because fucking so many people were shitting on me in 2019, 20 and 21. And now the last 2 years, all of this shit's come to light. And I'm sat there going, I fucking told you so. But no cunt will, that's a bit strong on live, but no one, no asshole will apologise to me and admit I was right. And do you know what? It's a shame because there's a lot of people that have messaged me in my inbox about this video and stuff saying, you know, I was generally scared. I got forced to get the jabs because of my job. I now regret it and upset. And I feel sorry for those people that were forced to because people of their jobs.
Their fucking businesses, mate. Livelihood. Like
lost everything.
You know, we're now in fucking trillions of pounds worth of fucking debt.
Yeah.
Because the government fucking, you know, like you said, mate, every fucking year the flu what kills fucking millions of old elderly people and stuff like that, you know. And like you said, I went up to fucking hospital because I fucked my thumb during COVID. It was a ghost town, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And they made us believe all these fucking hundreds of thousands of people, 180,000 people, wherever it died in the UK and from COVID, this, that, and the other. And it's just like, you know, they've been caught out that they fucking lied about the new variant to keep you. And you just sort of think, why? You know, because just like you said, there was people that lost fucking relatives and loved ones and family members and all sorts of stuff, mate. They couldn't go to their funerals.
God, the Queen sat alone, that fucking Philip.
Do you know what I mean, mate? Fucking
even the Queen.
Yeah, businesses went under. People lost their fucking livelihoods. Like it did for certain people. COVID fucked them, mate. Do you know what I mean?
I lost my detailing business during COVID. I lost that.
You know,
that's like, all I fucking had at the time as well.
Yeah. So, mate, I was up for a year, but you know, it's obviously tattooing and stuff. So you know, I had to.
Oh yeah, you.
I was close for a fucking year, mate. I was up shut. You know, I had to go and fucking universal credit and shit, mate. You know, and yeah, we was fucked, mate. You know, so yeah, it fucked a lot of people's lives, you know, and now we're in this fucking trillions, like I said, trillions of pounds worth of debt, you know, the cost of fucking living, and it's just all off the ass end of that. So I don't know, man. It's got to get worse before it gets better. But I mean, fuck me, something's got to change. But who's going to be held accountable for it?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Yeah, like, you know, Boris has resigned. Lucky he fucking did.
Well,
he should have.
Yeah. Exactly, mate,
but now it's like I was asking on the video. I goes, what do you think should happen? My personal opinion is that should all be in fucking prison.
Yeah,
like I do. I think they should lose all their fucking jobs.
Yeah,
they should be. I say investigated. They ain't going to get investigated because the last one was investigated. It come back with nothing, which is just classic from the MPs. They should be thrown in prison. For I don't know if they lied throughout the whole lockdown for a couple of years then. And have everything their title stripped from them. Fucking, they should have to pay fines, and they should have to write personal statements to get sent out to everyone of a big apology for what they've done. Because, like I said, everyone was suffering, and this is something I said years ago. I said, you know, if people were getting so scared about it, I found it strange. And they said, well, why do you find it strange? I said, because the people who have the most information, who know more than we do, are choosing to ignore it. And they're ignoring it and partying, which means that it is fake. I goes, there is something there, but how bad it was, you know, was way blown out of proportion. And someone commented back, which was a very good point. They said, well, okay, you're saying that parts of it was fake. I see where you're coming from, but what about all the dead bodies then? Because that's a very good point. Can you just go and show me all the overrun graves and stuff like that, where cemeteries said we can't take any more bodies, where crematoriums said we can't burn any more bodies?
Exactly.
No, because they don't fucking exist. Because
they built that fucking great hospital they got the army in to build, and it was never even used.
Yeah,
mate,
wasn't even used.
You know, that track and trace thing cost billions, mate. That was shit. You know, it's like where you know it's like where does the fucking buck stop? Because it's like, you know, like I said, we're now on fucking trillions of debt. People have their fucking lives and businesses ruined, and they've had to pay all that money, you know, in like the furlough schemes and fucking, you know, this, that, and everything. And you just sort of think, but for what? I mean, why were they lying? And what was it for? Do you know what I mean? Like, were they genuinely scared? But then at first I thought, well, maybe they were at first, but then they started lying to people about different variants and this, that, and the other to keep us in. But what was that what was it to mask, and what was it for? Because you think, you know, that money's still got to be paid back. So if the government knew that they were lying, yet they were still keeping people in, they were still keeping people away from businesses, they were still paying people the self-employment, you know, scheme and fucking all this, and it's like, I don't know, mate.
It's quite funny. It's even true things like a lot of employers when it happened, because it did happen to me. I signed a new contract years ago where I'd get holiday pay and stuff like that. As soon as COVID hit, they goes, oh no, we've had to cancel your contract. So you're still employed, but we'll just cancel your new one because they would have had to pay me holiday. I was like, you fucking cheeky bastards and stuff. But then that was the funny thing, when they kept saying, oh, there's a lot of help though. So I didn't have help at all. I lost everything. I fucking sell all my car, everything I owned just to pay rent and shit. Landlords didn't help. They didn't give a shit. They still wanted. They didn't need their money, but they still wanted their money and shit like that. And it's everyone's fucking screwed.
This is what I mean by it. I was the same, mate. You know, we fucking also had to go on fucking universal credit. We had like shop for a year. We were fucked. Do you know what I mean? So we were the same. It's just like I've got the government grant. You know what I mean? But that just paid for the bills on the shop. You know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you know, yeah, it is what it is, mate. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's just like you said, you could see it till we're blue in the face and go, well, this. But you know, like typical politicians, mate. There's slip and sling and step down. But at the same time, I only found out from Theresa May because it all come out to like that. You know, although she was prime minister for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
you're then entitled to like £118,000 a year, like because once you've been prime minister, you get that anyway. So she'll get that for the rest of her life, just because she was prime for 6 fucking weeks, mate. And Boris will get that, and all these fuckers will get that. Do you know what I mean? And on top of God knows whatever else, you know. So yeah, nothing's going to change for me, you know. And again, this is why a lot of it where I think of a lot of fucking things in life, but if you know, for me particularly because we've got a podcast and we're on social media quite a bit, it's like, you know, this is why I pick my battles because you can see it till you're blue in the face and fuck that now and this is shit. And even like my personal life where you know, fucking twat of an ex, you know, can manipulate your kids and keep them away from you, like. And this is what I mean. And even like my missus, God bless her, like we talk about it till you're blue in the face, but nothing ever changes. Do you know what I mean?
Doesn't. We can just try and wake people up. That's all we can try and do.
But again, but with the whole sort of like mental health side of things, you know, like just being able to talk about that, you know, maybe that can help. So
yeah,
you know, but there's certain aspects in life where you just think, oh fucking hell, mate.
Yeah, no, it's a funny thing. I always use certain phrases to explain people like us because I go, whenever I meet someone else that there's you know, out of the matrix, woken up and realizing all this stuff is fucking like flowers in the wasteland, like being in a hall of mirrors. It's like all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, like fucking hell, I'm staring at myself here. Like you look out in this wasteland, it's just one fucking flower there because that same person, be it female or male, you know, turns around and says, "This is bullshit. Fucking how's no one out?" And you're like, "Oh my god, like fucking there are more of us." It's strange and it is a rarity. Like, and fucking that's why we do this on the hopes that
you find that flower, mate.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Someone reads this and goes, "Holy shit!"
I can relate to that.
Yeah, because that's what I've done. Like I've read into stuff and then spent a good week researching it, and that's what's funny when people go, "Oh, you need to research better." It's like, God. If only you knew my personality. I've researched shit for fucking weeks. Before I buy a car, I'll research a car for 6 months before I even touch it. Before I even go look. I look at fucking fuel economy, speed, engine parts, where to get the engine parts from, how easy it is to fix, like all of this stuff. And I do the same with social media. I research everything. So it's quite funny when some troll comes on and goes, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. It's like, I fucking do because I've researched. I'm not just, but I get the confusion because there is a lot of people on there that just say whatever their first thought and it's wrong and they don't want to be wrong because I spent the last 3 days arguing with a man over something fucking ridiculous because he's wrong and he doesn't want to admit it. It was something stupid. It was over a car park and I goes, it's a mixture of fucking oil and water in the oil cooler. That's going to be your problem. And he went, yeah, it's because the oil cooler's broke. I went, yeah. He goes, you've learned something today, haven't you? And I went, learned what? And he goes, that you're wrong, innit? Just admit it. I was like, what are you on about? Like, and this went on for days, mate. Like he just didn't understand. And then all of a sudden he went quiet for like 6 hours because I said to him, look back through the fucking chat. What you said and what I said was exactly the same. You are wrong. And then he just come back with, oh, you're a clown, mate. Just leave me alone, getting bored now. I was like, what? I goes, I know it takes a bigger man to admit when he's wrong, but that's fine, mate. And he's like, yeah, whatever. And I was like, there you go. Yeah, that's what it was. He goes, oh, I'm getting bored of you now. I was like, yeah, because you're fucking wrong.
Oh, mate.
And that was funny.
Yeah, no, I had one exactly the same, mate. It was like fucking, when I said about like that pearly things and when it said about, if you keep you have a parent away from you, and I was like, being a mum's a tough, parent's toughest job in the world. And he was like, what are you on about? It's like you could just fucking like, I could do all that in like 4 hours, and I was like, right. So you tell me, you wake up in the morning, you get your kids ready, your breakfast, get them in uniform, you do the school run, you pick them up, you clean the house. You fucking come home, you cook dinner, cook lunch, dinner, whatever. You do bath, bed, stories, fucking homework. You can do all that in 4 hours, can you? Yeah. I was like, I tell you what, mate. I said, tell you when you fucking develop this time machine, because I'll buy one right now. I said, if you could do all that parenting in 4 hours, mate. I said, fuck me. I looked on the profile. It was just some fucking dingbat with three cats. I was like, and he kept on and on. I said, mate, you do realise that cats don't count as children, don't you? I said, and then he was like, well, no, you're just saying that you're being a parent. I was like, Mate, I said, listen, I said, I ain't going to be any more. I'm not going to give you any more for your wank bank. I said, you touching yourself, talking. And he's like, oh, look, it shows it. I said, no, you're going to be a troll, mate. You're going to keep commenting on my fucking story. Then I'm just going to troll you. So after that, I just kept taking the piss out of him. And in the end, he just fucked off. But he was like, oh, well, you're attacking my. I was like, no, mate. You're on my comment to my page. You've commented on my post.
Yeah.
And now you're fucking being a little troll saying that it's easy being a parent when I know for well it's fucking not. You ain't got any kids. I said, you've got 3 cats, mate.
Yeah, which explains it all.
Yeah. So why don't you fucking neck in and fuck off, or I'm just going to tell you the shreds. And he was like, oh well, you think it's. I was like, mate, I said, just go and fucking wank the pictures of your mum while you play Call of Duty. I said, because that's clearly what you do.
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh no, he was just getting out. In the end, I was just taking the piss out of him, going in on it. In the end, he fucked off. But it was just.
I don't say evil. The guy stopped. I wasn't going to say that, but I was like, oh, do you know what? Fuck, everyone's probably done it. The guy stopped commenting me back because I messaged him privately because he'd done a live location with his postcode.
Oh,
so
shit.
I just messaged him his postcode and he messaged back, look, I don't want any trouble. And they went, yeah, shut the fuck up now and go troll someone else. So it's like, you idiot. Because if you're going to troll people, be careful what live locations you post. Because he posted his house and he only lives in Devon. And I just messaged him with his fucking postcode.
Brilliant. Those fucking crazy bastards, you know, when they play like Call of Duty or whatever like that. And then they like start calling SWAT teams on in America and that, calling SWAT teams on each other and shit, mate. You know, it's like fuck me.
That's fucking mental.
That's wild, mate, isn't it?
But
that SWAT's beating in your door.
You said on about the cat, some woman was trying to troll me, getting angry the other day. And she goes, yeah, you're all men and misogynists, you're all trashy. Like literally said all this shit. I was like, who is this fucking woman? Like, does she do all this social media stuff? And I clicked on it and she goes, cat mum of 8. Picture of her and 8 cats. And I fucking messaged her back with her picture. I went, look, this literally explains everything. I go, see you later. I'm not getting in a low IQ argument with you, you fucking cat woman. Crazy. Yeah. There's her from the movie when she's on that scratch board in the water. But it literally was. Like, I saw that and I was like, yeah. And it goes, oh, what? So you giving up? You don't want to argue? I goes, you don't argue with women like you. Because you're fucking Catwoman. Is there someone at the door, is it? There's ghosts.
Yeah. But yeah, no, mate, it's just... I mean, that's what I don't get why people do it, because it was nothing about the subject or what we were saying about, or even the post was about. Like, it was just people just. But again, though, like I said, the second you reply to it and give them that fuel, it's like they feed off it. Do you know what I mean? And this, it fucking baffles me. I mean, again, that's what they call them, trolls, but. Yeah, so it's an odd concept for me, mate. I just, because like I said before, look, being fucking negative, it just takes so much fucking work. It's like with my former partner of mine, with the kids, and I was like, I don't understand why. Do you know what I mean? Like,
it's more effort to be negative in life. It really is.
Yeah, like if I've been violent or cheated, I'm like, yeah, of course I'd understand it. But it's like, mate, it's been 5 years. I've given you no reason to come between me and my kids. Like, I mean, you get on with your life. We don't have to, acknowledge each other or anything like that. But like it or not, our youngest is 7, and 8, and it's just So it's going to be okay. Well, we're going to be each other's lives for the next 10, 11 years. Until they're sort of adults and they're doing their own thing, sort of thing. But it's just strange one, but.
Yeah, they'll grow up one day and they'll realise it. They will.
Yeah, I hope so, mate.
Most do. I've had so many stories of when and have people message. I think we've had people message on lives before when they've literally gone, "Yeah, my mum done this when I grew up and realised I fucking haven't spoke to her since." I was like, there we go.
Mate, me and you have both been there. Do you know what I mean? But it's mine being so young, it's like 8, 10, and 12. It's like I don't know, mate. I don't want to wait another 10 years and then rock up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm missing these times now for no reason. Like I said to you, I've got granted access. You know what I mean? The other day, and it was just,
What was that? What was that for £7?
Well, Was it?
Oh,
So it's well worth it. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I've been ignored ever since. But so it's I don't know, mate. It's. I don't know. It might sort itself out, but look, I don't know.
But then that's fair. I've seen loads of even like women, men do TikTok stories all the time saying men don't give up on their kids. The women make it so fucking tricky and difficult for them that they just can't do this pursuit anymore. They have to give up for their own fucking lives.
Yeah, for your own sanity.
Yeah, and it's not giving up. It's like making it too hard for them, for no reason as well. Like, God, fucking hell. If someone wants to look after my dog for a day, I'm like, yeah, fucking take him. Because it's like, it's just something, any responsibility, sometimes you would like a break, surely. But
exactly, mate. And that's But this is what I mean. I mean, one thing I will say, and I'll put it on it, I don't give a shit. So basically, you know, like one birthday was back in February, and one's just end of May sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I used to play it like, well, look, you know, when you're ready to see Daddy, and you want to see me, I'll give you your birthday presents.
Yeah.
I mean, because at the end of the day, it goes both ways. Because you know, my former partner has made it acceptable in their eyes to talk to me like I'm a piece of shit, treat me like I'm a bit of shit. So I'm not gonna come around with your birthday presents and allow you to, you know, because I'm just basically rewarding them for treating me like a bit of shit. So I said, when you want to see me on a regular basis, you'll get your birthday presents. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've made that clear. So that was why, literally, mate, that was the whole point.
And you'll be evil for that.
I was allowed to walk my children 100 meters up the road to the shop to buy them some sweets and then back again. You know what I mean? And I can't. I'm not even allowed to bring it up, because if I bring it up, I'll say, look, you know, I love you, and you know, Daddy, I'm literally told them I love them, and they went there, cheers, and then just turned their back on me, and it fucking killed me. That's what I said to you earlier. Like, it was harder seeing them and being treated like that than when they don't want to see me, because it just ripped my fucking heart out.
Yeah,
you know, I didn't want to.
That's when the point you go, oh fuck, I'm not doing this until.
I can't, mate. Yeah, because like I said, it's for my own fucking sanity, mate. You know, it kills me. So, you know, like my oldest's birthday is coming up, you know, and it's just like, well,
what'd you do?
Do you know what I mean? What do I do? Yeah, because it's like, I can't, you know, I'm not going to reward you for treating me like a bit of shit. As much as I love them dearly, mate.
Yeah.
That goes up saying, I die tomorrow for him, like. But you know, it's like, but when you know, it's not just like, oh, a little bit. It's like they talk to me like I'm a piece of shit, mate. Like, and even like the other day, like I've been blocked on all WhatsApp and everything like that. But then the other day, like, well, my youngest or somebody was from her account started fucking messaging on all my TikToks and that. Oh, the house is so much quieter since you left. My youngest daughter was 2 years old when we split up. How the fuck does a 2-year-old turn around and go, oh, the house is so much quieter since you've been gone? Like, she's like 8 now. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, mate. That's not a fucking 8. But if that is an 8-year-old saying it, it's because
there's a lot of manipulation.
Of course, yeah. Because they hear it all the time. Like, well, what about the house is quiet? We've been split up 5 years. Like, you've come around my house. Like, the girls had their own room in my house. Like, what do you mean that the house is quieter? Like, they haven't seen me and their mum together in the same house for like 5 years. So, well, you know, but again, that's either that negative reinforcement from this, you know, particular form of partner, or it's just that, you know, I was like, who the fuck says that?
But that's the funny thing is, I hear this story of women doing this to kids against their fathers all the time, but I never hear of a man doing it.
Yeah,
and you know, fucking misandry, call it whatever. It happens more. Women. More manipulate the kids, and they just have deadbeat dads and shit like that. And it's like so many people going, oh, so did you let him see? Well, no, he won't wear it, so I stopped him. Right, so it ain't deadbeat dad, it's deadbeat fucking mums. They start changing it around and saying it how it is, and it's like there's so many. On a daily basis, I see TikTok videos on it. On Instagram, everywhere, and YouTube, and everyone's always going. Women are always fucking taking the kids away and stuff like that, and. But God, there's even been court cases where the husband's been video recording, you know, in the house when she doesn't know, granted, and she's gone, do you know what, if you do this, I'll tell everyone that you fucking hit me and I'll take your kids away from you. So many women say that, yet not a single woman wants to admit it. And it fucking angers me.
I had my missus, well, former partner, on speakerphone, right, and I was sat with my missus Hannah, who was in the living room, right, and my girls were there at the time, obviously with my partner, right, and fucking out the speakerphone, we're talking away. All the time she went, Carl, why are you threatening to beat me up? Why are you threatening to hit me? And that, Carl, what are you threatening me for? And I was like, mate, fucking, I wish my missus had filmed it. And we were like, what the fuck, mate? Do you know what I mean? So my children hearing that, and mate, I swear on my fucking life, I had on speakerphone, and my missus was like, what the actual fuck? She goes like, I won't say it. She was like, we're on speakerphone here. Like, I've literally just heard you say that. Do you know what I mean? So my kids are hearing that. Do you know what I mean? Like when we left, I remember like leaving the house and that, and when it was like, you know, okay, we're done, and like our door opened into our patio, like outwards. Do you know what I mean? I went to go past, mate. She fucking punched me in the face, and then like pushed off me, like threw herself on the floor, and started screaming, "Get off me! Get off me!" So the last thing my fucking children see was me stood over their mum, and they're on the floor, mate. I mean, my kids like, "Mummy, come around out." They were like tiny, fucking just, and I'm just like.
Yeah,
mate, I didn't know what the fuck to do, mate. I had a 25 grand car. I went outside and started kicking the fuck out my own car because obviously my kids didn't hear anything like that. But I didn't know what to do, mate. I went fucking nuts. I just lost my mind. Started beating up my own car because I was just like, I didn't know what to do.
But
I couldn't, you know what I mean? Like, and it was just, yes.
But that's the scary thing, though, because, and I bet at that moment you feel somewhat scared because she calls the police. She will be instantly.
Oh, mate.
She's true. She's telling the honest truth. She'll be instantly believed over you. That's what men suffer with.
Yeah. Like, mate, it wasn't even the police, mate. It was just the looks on my fucking 3 children's faces as they came out the living room door, and then they did saw me stood over their mum, and it was just like their little faces, mate. You know what I mean? And it broke my heart. Like I'll never forget that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll never forgive it. Do you know what I mean? Like, no matter what, you know. And it was just, but that's how fucked up she is. Do you know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know, mate. There's been so much shit, but again, you know, like I said to you before, I've kept my mouth shut for 5 fucking years, mate. You know, and like I said to you, you know, I've had a message from my oldest, and I know, you know, that they were watching our stuff and that. You know, we ain't done anything for a while, so, but you know, but I made it clear, mate. It was never to start as a slang, and it's about men's mental health. But again, at the same time, like you said, this is affecting, this is
affecting so many men,
mate. Yeah, this is fucking blokes like literally committing suicide over this stuff, being kept from their kids, mate. You know, and it's like you said, still nothing changes in the family courts. Women get fucking everything, mate. Do you know what I mean? And they like, I watched Dan Pearl. She was on the True Geordie podcast, and they were talking about this, mate. You know, she only got a fucking file for that, and then the more anytime she brings her solicitor up, all that cost goes onto the man's fucking bill. You know,
America's proper.
Oh,
fucked.
Mate, yeah. They, you know,
the shit that goes on over there is mental, and that's what, like, I think. How do I explain this? If a woman leaves without any good reason or whatever, you know, because a lot of women admit in America that they've left because they knew they'd get more money. You know, they've not been too in love and they go, fuck it, leave him and I can get all his money and then go shagging around. Something needs to be done with that. Prison, I don't know, whatever needs to be done. But
I mean, I know that they're putting a stipulation in place now that any divorce in the UK, I think they were saying about there's like the what do they call it? Mitigation, like that mitigation for, like, you know, for seeing kids and stuff like that. That's the stipulation that they're putting in place now. So any divorce that gets put in, the child access stuff, it's got to be part. Well, you know, I don't know, but I heard that that's being as part of. I mean, I don't know if that's going to.
Do you know what I reckon a good idea might be? I literally just thought of this. Is maybe every 5 years you have to re-sign a bit of paper. So I still want to be in this marriage for five more years. Oh, yeah. That might, because then that would get to a point where 5 years later, if you're both unhappy, you can both freely walk out with what you walked in with and go, right, that's fine.
Like a sort of prenups kind of like
Because even prenups don't really seem to work, but that's why I can't remember their name. The guy didn't put all his it was been all over the news the last couple of months. Put all his assets in his mum's name. She filed for divorce. His wife said, "I want divorce and I want all your shit." And the courts went, he doesn't own anything. It's all owned by his mum.
Brilliant.
So she has to give him half of all her money. And women, I've been watching this on. I was supposed to do a video on it. I just haven't yet. I've saved the video. Women are going fucking nuts, mate. They're going, how fucking dare he? That's disgusting. Oh, now she just wanted to be free. And I'm like, and I commented against every woman going, you can fucking do one.
But she would have been happy to take his alimony.
It's like this is happening to every single man that's getting divorced for no fucking good reason because she wants to. Obviously, there is good reasons, obviously, but then I mean, a lot of reasons, just want to take his shit.
Well, this is what I mean. So, like, even when we first got divorced, you know, and it's like we agreed a 50-50 custody split. So I have my girls every other day, right, which happened for probably about a couple of weeks, and then she just ended up fucking it up, and she ended up getting them, you know. But even with that, right? So we moved into a house where my girls had a room. I'm paying to feed them, clothe them, all that. But she's the one claiming child benefits for all 3 of my kids. She's getting all that. I've still got to pay her child maintenance.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But she's getting all the money for them. And I don't get to see my kids. So how the fuck am I?
All lying about it.
How's that fair then? Yeah. So you're supposed to get you get a percentage of my fucking, you know, this, that, and the other. You know, but I was still, I still pay for all their school uniforms, clothes, fucking everything. Like, you know, give her money for everything. Yeah, you get paid from the government to feed them and clothe them and house them and stuff like that, and I get fuck all. Yeah, I've still got to pay you. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's not me complaining about paying for my kids. It's just like there needs to be some sort of fucking split. Do you know what I mean? Or something.
More fairness towards men. Because and I mean, I do talk about this on TikTok all the time, and women just disregard it. They go, "Oh my god, no, they don't." And I'm like, how could you be so blind and like ignorant in life to not see this stuff happening around you?
Yeah, exactly.
Because it is only at the moment, like there's rare like Pearl, Auntie Jenny and stuff like that. It's rare. There's only a few women that are very smart, have woke up and gone, holy fucking shit, we've got life so easy. We keep shitting on men. Let's go and call women out. And they get so much hate from women because the women know what they're doing. They don't like it. They don't want everyone waking up to the shit they do.
Exactly the same with my ex, with it, or former partner, you know, like for 5 years, throwing all this shit around about me. Do you know what I mean? And as soon as we start this, and I have my say, and we know that people are watching it, and certain people that they know are watching it, and I'm having my say. It's like, oh fuck this, I hate the no. This, do you know what I mean? I'm shut this shit.
So angry.
I've had the police called on me for 4 times now. You
know? 4 times, I fucking know.
Yeah,
nice.
4 times, and the police have been around. Do you know what I mean? Because like I don't know, you know, it's like, well, no. So
stop watching them.
Yeah, stop watching. Yeah. You know, but just proves, like I said, as soon as women or men or any subject, as soon as the truth's going to come out, oh no, fuck that, no.
Yeah, surely you fucking mums of the year should be busy being perfect parents.
No, this is it. But what a lot of people don't realise, well, like, you know, it goes. I always got told this when I was divorced. It goes both ways as well. You know that, and I'm like, oh yeah, well, if she's got assets, you want half of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's what women sort of. So yeah, so.
Rare though, isn't it?
It's very rare,
but most of the men go, nah, sorry, let her have it, or
exactly,
whatever. Because even usually during divorces, men still don't want the women to suffer after. That's oh no, she can. I know someone, I won't say who, but looked close, and fucking, he's had like 3 wives. He's bought them all houses, left them with his house, and then just gone and struggled and bought another house because he's that kind of a man.
Yeah.
That like, I would fucking never had women doing that. Women's, oh no, I'm having the house. You know,
that's it.
I wanted it. It's like fucking all right.
I've got a mate of mine. I don't know the fella, but I remember him telling me kind of as well. Yeah, it's massively the same thing. But he was worth a fortune, and his mum and dad built a house, or his dad built a house, and it's worth like a couple of million. And he was like massively successful businessman anyway. So he said, look, when we get divorced, mate, if I remember rightly, I think he was going to give her about fucking 10 grand a month. He was like, I'll give you 10 grand a month, you know, in the house and everything, and you could have that. And her then solicitor or whatever went, well, actually, no, you know, and she was like, who the fuck, you know, would you know, could spend 10 grand a month anyway. But they're like, no, you can come after this, and this. Mate, she took him for fucking millions in the end. Like ended up having to sell the house that his mum and dad had built with their own 2 hands. I mean, they literally had to sell it off. She got half of it. She got fucking millions out of the poor country. Bled him dry, basically. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, he was going to pay for all the kids. You know, I'll pay for all the kids' education and blah, blah, blah. And so in private schools, I'll give you 10 grand now. And, she was like, nah, it's not enough. And then, ended up taking him for fucking everything, mate, you know. But
again, they won't think twice, will they?
Not tying everyone on the same brush, but like I said, you know, I know so many people, you know, blokes that have just, you know, their kids have been manipulated against them, and like, you know, my mate Don, our brother, he's same thing. You know, he's ex-army.
Yeah,
his daughter don't want to know him. He's turned to fucking drink and everything, and his life's just gone down the fucking shitter because it's a fucking killer of men, mate. You take your kids, you know, like. It's like you put it on the flip side, you know, and like I said, I fucking love my missus fucking dearly, you know, but like even sometimes when she said, or even like when we talk, I get it, you know, you can't really understand it. It's like my missus, like, you know, oh yeah, I both listen, I know what you're going from. Like, you don't. I mean, you know, I said that's my missus, and I fucking love that woman more than anything. But you know, even when she says that, I'm like, you don't. If your son turned around tomorrow and said, Mum, I don't want to know you, I don't want nothing to do with you. Tell me how that would feel. Do you know what I mean? And you can't, because it's a scenario that you. But
you haven't been through
yet. You can't been through it.
And hopefully never have to go.
Well, I won't wish on fucking anyone. Your own kids don't want to know you for no fucking reason. When you've been their dad all their life, and how close we are, we've always been. You know, when you've always been there, and then for no fucking reason, your kids just get manipulated against you. And like, I told them I love them, and they went, yeah. Just turned around and fucking walked in, and I was like, mate, I wanted to fucking throw up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it fucking ripped my heart out, you know? So, you know, yeah, it's always that one thing as well when people go, oh, you know, when they get older, you know, but again, we've learned from that mistake. We know that. But we're adults, you know what I mean? Or it's like, when my kids are so fucking young, I can't wait, you know, another fucking 5-10 years, and then turn up on my doorstep. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know what else to do, you know? But anyway.
At some point, you have to stop because it's fucking just going to.
Yeah.
Yeah. in prison or
somewhere.
fucking
Yeah.
But like that's a weird. That's gonna sound bad what I'm saying, but I mean it from what we're talking about. And it's obviously not right, but there's so many like murders in marriages that have happened where a man's murdered the woman, and they go discuss and say. But then like I've watched these like cold cases on Netflix and stuff like this, and I've watched them all, and they go through like their chats, computers, family members, and they go, she used to hit him all the time. She stopped them from seeing his kids. She used to turn up and spread lies. She'd done this. She took all of his money. Like she manipulated his whole life, and he broke out, fucking stabbed her, and obviously you don't deserve to, of course not. But you listen to it and you go, fucking, you did deserve some sort of slap. No wonder why when a man breaks, it's anger which breaks out. Like we can only hold back for so long. Yeah. And if you decide to push that anger out of him, you only have yourself to blame. Don't fucking everyone goes, it's your actions though. It's like, yes, but we're governed by fucking society and what happens around us, and it affects us. And women as well. And you know, when this shit happens, fucking what was you expecting? Like something was bound to happen.
But that's the thing, mate. Yeah, and I think that's with a lot of fucking society now. Do you know what I mean? And especially when people do shit and stuff like that, you know, or say things, you know, fucking, especially when you're in the car and some fucking dickheads and that, and you just sort of think,
oh yeah, I'm bad for that.
You know, like you've never been humble, mate. You've clearly never had a fucking hiding. Because if you did, you understand that there are some repercussions to, your actions and that, you know. And it's just like people, they never have. Do you know what I mean? They fucking swan through life, and it's like when people drive like they do, like. You won't just walk in Sainsbury's or walk around a fucking queue of people and just fucking barge in and not say anything, would you? So, but when you're in the car, why drive like a cunt then? Do you know what I mean? Like,
oh, I know.
Drive me fucking wild, mate. You know what I mean?
Well, no, when I was just down Weymouth working the other week, I don't know if he's watching or not, but I was with my brother. We went to the Morrison's quick, got fuel. Yeah. Come back, and we was at his roundabout, right? And at the roundabout, there's a big fucking long wheelbase Mercedes Sprinter van. Yeah. And maybe I am going to call out bikers here because you fucking do it. I don't give a shit. This is fact, right?
People say think bikes. I ride bikes, mate.
Yeah, but like a cunt. Sorry, mate. This, right? Yeah, let's say I got a friend and a grandma's bike and stuff like that. And it's like, but I don't get why some of you do it. It had an L plate on as well, which just sums it all up. Yeah. And it was behind the van. The van was indicating left. This is a big van. He had to go in like that and go round. And he was doing it really slow. Yeah, yeah. So as the van was there, he started coming. I pulled out, and I was watching the biker the whole time. I knew he was there, and I pulled out. As I pulled out, someone pulled out in front of me, so I had to stop. When the van finally went round, this biker wheelie up, went right to the side of the van, and then held a fucking horn on. And I'd been stationary for a good 6-7 seconds. And I turned round. Mate. He went, "What are you doing?" And I turned round, like smiling, went, "Are you fucking for real, man?" Because I've just watched you speed up to then beep. Because what's your problem? And it's kind of funny with a lot of bikers. If they're not in a group, they're not tough. When you're in a group, I see it down West Shore all the time. When they're in a group, they're these big fucking I-ams. When you catch one, they're like, not all of them, obviously. I'm not talking about all bikers. Actual bikers is different. But like, you know, what pretend to be bikers. Those guys, when they're on their own, God, don't they shit themselves? Because he started trying to give it the bigger and you see the anger on his face. And he goes, "Well, what point whose turns next?" I goes, "It would have been yours." I goes, "But if you had waited behind the fucking van, like you're supposed to do," I goes, "It'd be all right." He goes, "Oh, well, you're holding everyone up now." And I goes, "I'm not," a bit sexist. I goes, "I'm not standing there bickering like a bunch of women, mate." I goes, "Pull up over here and let's fucking throw hands." Soon as I said that, fucking hell, his tail went between his legs. And he's like, "Oh, my brother was sat there fucking laughing his head off." Because I goes, "Come on." He went, "Oh, you're just being childish now." I goes, No. What you've just done is fucking immature." He goes, "Oh, you're holding everyone up and everyone's hanging out their windows." I go, "Everyone can fucking wait." I goes, "Don't care." I said, "Come to the little car park over here." I goes, "We'll get out and let's fucking go." I goes, "You either want to fight or fuck off." I goes, "It's one or the other." And he went, "Oh," and I turned around to him and I went, "See, when you're not in a fucking group with her, you ain't so tough, are you?" I goes, "You're only fucking tough in groups." I goes, "On your own, you're a little bitch, mate." And and you think things like that out on the road. If you're face to face in somewhere else, you wouldn't not be fucking doing it. There are people like us that will fucking do it.
That's what I mean, mate. It's just wild, isn't it? You just sort of think, why are you being like that? Do you know what I mean? Like I said, you just wouldn't walk around the street to fucking barge in front of people and get in like it's like, why do people get in a vehicle behind? And it's just like, oh mate, like I said to you before, I literally have to when I get in the car, I'm like, right, I'm going to encounter dickheads. just don't bite to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I look worried for myself, and I'm
We're
like,
getting there. It's going to be good.
You know what I mean? I think a lot of it stems from like when you do all my mid courses and stuff like that. A lot of stuff we did with like RTAs and that. You think, mate, it takes 15, 20 mile an hour. You're fucking dead, mate. Do you know what I mean? You can fuck someone up, or you can get fucked up, and that. And it's like, and it just, I don't know. It's just like people are getting fucking worse, like in society now. Like everyone's fucking in the rush and they give a fuck. Do you know what I mean? Or someone pulls out at you and it's their fault. You beep them, and you get all like, fuck. You're like, it's your fault. You fucking belly. Like, fuck off, mate. Do you know what I mean? Because
no one wants to admit that they're wrong.
Is it? Yeah,
no one wants to.
Yeah, and all fucking full circle. Literally everything we've said today. No cunt wants to admit they're wrong. Everyone's going to fight their fucking case, and it's just like.
Some sieger quickly pulls out, so you have to brake, and then drive slow. And you're like, are you fucking? Why did you? I've done it before, driving past Bursardin, but you take the turning before where you go past what's now that steakhouse, and you go down.
Yeah,
I was at the junction. I was in the van. I tried to pull away quick because I drive fucking quicker than most people on the road do, especially in my fucking daily car. And he quickly rushed, stayed next to me, so I had to fucking let him go because I was going to go up the curb to get in front of me. To then do 15 miles an hour up the whole fucking hill. So then I managed to get in front of him up. I fucking jumped straight out the van. I was like, fucking I lost it. And he was generally confused, staring at me, went, I don't understand what I've done wrong. Because you rushed to get in front of me to then do half the fucking speed limit.
You've got both in fucking danger.
Yeah, I was like fucking holding everyone up. You're then getting me angry, which then I'm going to start doing stupid shit. And he just like looked at me and went, well, you don't have to get angry about it. I was like, oh my God.
Then it makes you feel like an idiot. You like, I get it all the time. Some cunt pull out and roundabout and they cut you up. You know what I mean? And you beep them. And they look at you like you've got two fucking heads because you're beeping someone.
Yeah, they give you the finger or something.
You're in the wrong fucking lane. Oh, mate, yeah.
But it is, like I said, it's funny because I don't think I'm hard or anything like that. I'm just fucking nut job. And when I'm driving, when someone does it, I'll follow him to the house. And I've done this on 3 occasions. I've done it to a man in Fair Oak. He done exactly that. I followed him from the Big Cheese roundabout to Fair Oak through Allington Lane and everything because he pulled right in front of me. I beat him like, fucking come on, mate. And most people go, sorry, accidentally. Like, oh, that's fine. That's all right.
I'm sorry, mate.
No, and he looked at me and went,
oh, man.
And I was like, game on. And I fucking followed him all the way to Fair Oak. When he realised that I was going to end up at this guy's house, he fucking pulled over and I pulled next to him and went, look, I'm sorry, I don't want any trouble. I was like, I didn't mean it. And I was like, that'll do. And fucking turned around. I was like, you fucking bit.
I am that petty. I will follow you.
I love it.
No,
not petty, but I will follow you.
No.
And they don't, but like I said, they don't, like inside, they don't realise the repercussions sometimes. Because you wouldn't do it to someone's face, but you think you're safe in a car.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just, it's fucking nuts, isn't it? People get so fucking strange when they get behind a fucking wheel of a vehicle, mate. You know what I mean? It's just like
just egos, isn't it? You don't want to. Some men don't want to admit they're wrong. Anyone who does admit you're wrong, you're a legend. If you admit it, you are. That's the
mate. But
first step of being a
legend.
legend.
Put your fucking hand up and diffuse that whole thing, innit?
Yeah.
Or you let someone out, just go, cheers, mate. You know, and it just makes all that fucking difference. But it's just like I don't get when people get on the road feel like they fucking own it, or when someone tailgates me, mate, and it's just like, you know, that's it for me, mate. That is my red fucking flag. That's it. It's just like,
the best things on the motorway though, when someone gets annoyed, because I've done it. I pulled out on some motorway because they were going a bit fast. I was going a bit slower, and I've gone fuck. Put my hazards on. Gone sorry, mate, that was my fault. But no, they get up your ass, and then they go to overtake you, and you think my car's twice as fast as yours, mate. So as soon as they overtake you, and I just go and keep doing it, and then they get so annoyed, and then I just blast it and fuck off.
Yeah, I do. I'm a bit fucking petty like that. If someone gets something out, I'll just slow down a little bit. And I'll just take my time, and then I'll pull over in the lane, and I'll change lanes when it's, you know, suits me. But it's again, that's such a weird fucking thing. Like, what do you think is going to come of that? Like, just fucking put my life in danger, mate. You know, it's just like, cool. Yeah, fucking strange, mate, strange.
But
fucking weird human beings, mate.
Yeah, we'll be on again soon.
Yeah.
We've gone through a lot of time. I've got fucking so much shows writ up at home. I'll bring the wrong notebook. But we've got loads of stuff.
I forgot.
We've got loads of stuff to go through. So many topics, but it's hard because as you're writing all this stuff down for shows, more things like come out and it's in the news and stuff like that. And I'm writing all these other shows. Like, no, this is more relevant. And I'm like, no, fuck, I still want to talk about that. If there's anything you lot who's watching want us specifically to talk about that you're interested in and you want our take on it, then email us. or you can write in the live, or you can message us on any of our social medias, like on TikTok, Rumble, or on Facebook and TikTok. Look at Chan Talks and at the Tactical Gentleman. You can message us, ask us, like, I'd like to hear this, your opinion on this, or what do you think about that situation, and it could be anything. And we'll give you your honest review, and it'll be fun. But remember, like, subscribe to the FIV podcast on YouTube. We're doing it for all of you lot at the end of the day, and also email the FIV podcast if you have any questions, queries, or if you're just a man, you're a bit upset and you want someone to talk to that's not going to judge you, email that and you will get a response. If it's not the same day, you will get it by the next day. Sometimes you'll get it within minutes. It's just if we're on our phones. It's like sometimes you don't always look at your phone for hours. I'm guilty of doing it all the time. Sometimes I like to not be on social media for a couple of days, so I don't answer for a couple of days. But if it pings through and it sounds urgent, then we'll reply as soon as we can. But yeah, we'll do that. 2 hours, 20 minutes. We'll do that for today. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you on